Mike Jones Beats.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up two fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. First thing I want to apologize about last night. I can't really explain this except for I get exhausted when I spend a lot of time around. Like, it's like real hard for me to recharge my batteries. I don't know no way to put it. Like, I get exhausted. Like, I don't really understand how to put it. Like, I just get exhausted. Like, lately I've been sleeping like 10 to 15 hours a day. For real. And I do not know why. I just be exhausted. I don't know no way to say it. Hold on. Let me get this. What the fuck is up with this? Why can't I see? There we go. Boom. All right. So I just be exhausted. So I want to apologize about last night. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother and his daughter, Brooklyn, with 2 N's. Yesterday they called me up. They were like, I had all the way forgot. Remember, I had forgot it was Martin Luther King's birthday until the end of the show yesterday morning. So they called me up and they wanted to know did I want to go bowling, and we went bowling. I don't really go do anything, so I really appreciate them. And then after that, we went past my mother's house, and I hung out with my mother and a couple of other my niece and my nephews over that was over there visiting. So Damani and Damien. So thank you very much. I got some time to spend some time with some family members that love me, and it was really dope. But before we go any further, it's cold this winter, so dress warm. I'm wearing corduroys again. I got a lot of corduroys. Yo, real quick, I just want y'all to know, I don't jack nobody's style, homie. This is my own shit. I got corduroys on today again. I don't jack nobody's style. I do my own shit. If you see me and somebody else looking alike, they copying off of me, homie. You better believe it. With that being said, today we're gonna be talking about 901 Trigga. I'm not 100% how to spell his name, so I only put 901 Trigga in the title. But it's like Trigga Trey or Trey Trigga. I don't have the slightest idea. Apparently, I'm gonna call that drop when we do after we do roll call. Apparently, he's supposed to be the boyfriend of one of the daughters that work at Makeda's Cookies. I said the name right off the rip. Shout out to that shit. He's supposed to be the boyfriend of one of the. We're gonna be talking about that situation. We're gonna be going over the witness, because the witness actually spoke to somebody. We're going to be going over what the witness said. I'm going to be telling you what channel that I got that information from. And we're going to be going over a little bit more information pertaining to the vehicle that was also involved, because there was 3 cars. So we're also going to be having a little more conversation about the vehicle that was already in charge. And I want to tell y'all this right off the rip, because we're not going to hold this. Please, could y'all hit the like button, because I'm going to tell y'all everything. I'm not going to hold y'all for nothing. Can you please hit the like button so we can send out notifications? Everybody always think it helps the channel do well, yes. But remember, think about how many times you don't get notifications. Please hit the like button so we can send out notifications. I'm calling everything after roll call. Just give me 1 second. Also, we're going to be talking about, they locked that nigga in the door. One, I want to give a slight apology. Slight. I'm going to explain why the apology is slight. I want to give a slight apology to D Wall. He's still a whole liar. I'm going to explain why he's a liar. D Wall came in here and was telling us about gunshots in the door. I didn't see the gunshots, so I can't say that they were there. But he kept telling me the door was shot. He was trying to send us pictures. I really can't see that the door was shot. Why he's a liar is he's saying that I was purposely trying to change the narrative. I'm not purposely trying to change nothing, homie. If I don't know something, how the fuck am I going to speak on it? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm 100% not purposely trying to change the narrative. What I will say is I do believe that the door was shot. And I'm going to tell you why I believe the door was shot. I'm going to tell you why I believe that the door had bullet holes in it. And I'm going to tell you right where the bullet holes were. Copy? That's what type of time we on. I did some investigations of myself. I don't go off of what everybody else says. Just so we can be clear. I do my own investigation, and then depending on what I see that line up is dependent on who content we bring in here. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick and let's get to the show. Please hit that like button so we can send out as many notifications as possible. We got a lot of our brothers and sisters that don't know that we be live, and then I gotta hear them in the comments after the live is over saying, yo, I didn't even know we was live. I got no notification. Please hit the notification button, and please hit the like button. That's for your brothers and sisters who are in here just as much as they're for to help the channel. With that being said, shout out to Zebra Kicks. He says, oh, one more thing I wanted to add. NLE Chopper got into a thing the other day. He ended up falling on the floor after getting hit or before getting hit or whatever the case is. I want to explain something to y'all. I'm not upset at all at MLE Chopper. He did what he felt he had to do. The only problem with you, homie, is you make enough money that you can have a homie with you when you travel. You don't need to have niggas shooters with you. All you need is people with you, so when niggas step up to you to start talking to you, you got somebody to step in between them. We not on that type of time. You have to have level-headed street niggas. There's level-headed street niggas out there. Not every street nigga's an idiot. Well, most street niggas aren't idiots. They're just desperate. Know the difference. Copy? Niggas trying to get out the street. So all you got to do is find one of them street niggas that understands, know where we trying to go, understand what we trying to do, and you travel with them 2 niggas. Copy? Nobody that's going to catch a body for you unless it's 100% necessary. Nobody that's going to hurt nobody unless it's 100% necessary. Copy? You got to travel with these niggas when you get a little bit of money. Or you got to travel with your homie and both of y'all ready to scrap. That's one of the two. You can't be traveling with these little niggas that can't do shit when shit pop off. That's the first thing I want to say about the MLE Chopper situation. The second one is this. Homie, you swung on him first. Alright? Everything that comes after that is on you. He didn't square up with you until you swung on him. You swung on him first. I'm not saying you shouldn't have. But you swung on him first. He probably wasn't even there for that kind of smoke. He was just probably there to talk shit to you. That's what these niggas love doing. They like following people around that's on the internet or got songs or whatever the fuck and annoying you because they think annoying you is, I don't know. They just think that makes, I don't know what the fuck it is. So he probably didn't even want that smoke. You created that smoke. I'm not even mad at you. I would have probably did the same thing. Also, I don't walk around with flip-flops in public. Ever. You will never find me in public wearing flip-flops. You want to know why? Because I'm from the fucking Bronx, and I don't come outside unless I'm ready to fight. That's a fact. So, I personally never walk around in flip-flops. So, homie. Shit. Something just went in my eye. So, homie, unless you got niggas with you that's ready to make sure nobody can't run up on you, or unless you know how to fight bare feet like these women, stop running around with flip-flops. Copy? This is just advice. Take it if you want it. I want to say one more thing, then we're going to get to the actual show. I believe you fell. But I also believe, because I'm going to tell you why I believe you fell. Any of y'all ever tried to step real quick in flip-flops and the back of them shits bend and you lose your balance? I believe he fell. And I do believe he got hit on the way down. I still count that as getting hit. The only hits I don't count is when you already on the ground and niggas jump on top of you because there ain't nothing you can do about that. With that being said, shout out to MLE Chopper. Nigga rolled up on you. You held your own and you wasn't scared. And that's what it's about. Boom. Shout out to Zebra Kicks. He says, top of the morning. What up to Jay Hodges? This is Morning Jack, BBN Fam, dropping all of those frosts. Zebra Kits, he said, oh man, I forgot to drop frost. So now he's dropping all of the frosts also. What up, Ty? You can see Ty with the badge. Ty been here over a year. Let's go. What up, Jay Hodges? Again, Jay Hodges says, hit that like button, get the notifications out. Shout out to D-Round. D-Round was in the chat talking about how he ain't getting notifications for yesterday. Tell him, D-Round, they need to hit the button. Shout out to all of our brothers and sisters across the sea. Salute. What up, King Stack? King Stack dropping some frost. Shout out to Shakar, re-upping on his membership. He's BBN Gang. Shakar, upgrade that shit to be a bag swinger. I'm saying I'm happy that you BBN Gang. Don't get it confused. But you've been here 25 months. Bag swinging is nice also. Shout out to Dave Brown with the $5 drop. What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face. Dave Brown starting it off early. This is how it's supposed to be, my brothers and sisters. Shout out to El Prez. Also becoming part of the BBN gang. Salute. Could we clap it up for Shakar and El Prez in the chat, please? Join in the community. El Prez says salute Frost. El Prez says salute Frost. BBN family is also dropping Frost. Appreciate that. What up, John Beast? Is what it do, Frost. Chilling, my brother. You already know what it is. King Stack. Y'all got up to 100 likes yesterday. 110 likes yesterday, so we left the chat open. If we get up to 150 likes this morning, we're going to leave the chat open tonight also. Or whenever the next live is. It should be tonight. Dave Brown says, I put a comment on your last video about hitting the like button because I don't get any notifications. I saw that, my brother. I was just telling him about that. That's a fact. Shout out to Jason Elliott. He's laughing. I'm not sure why, though. When y'all just laugh, could y'all let me know why you laughing? Shout out to SC. He says, peace, bro. What up, Kelly? We got Kelly in the house. Salute. Chirac Legend says, hey, Frost, BBN and fam, chilling. What up, keep it real? He says, fake news. Okay, shout out to you. What up? What up, Maryland Melatonin Network? He says, yeah. What up? Chilling, my brother. Hope everything is going well over there. I know you got your channel that you're working on. I hope everything is working well with you. I would love to be able to promote your channel over here. I don't know. Talk to me. I'll see what I could try to work out. But you already know how I feel. Every time I try to promote somebody's channel, the next thing you do, no, they think it's funny to start trolling me. They start trying to get into arguments with me. And I'm not that type of nigga. Like, for real, for real. Like, I'm not that type of nigga. I don't want to argue with niggas. I'm not that type of nigga. King Stack says he didn't get hit. He threw the first punch, but he still had his bag on, which he said weighed 120 pounds. Well, I don't know if he got hit. I do think when he fell because of his chicletas that he had, his slippers, his sandals or whatever the fuck he had on. I do think that he fell because of the slides. Don't get it confused. He personally said that he got hit on the way down. That's what he said. So you're saying he didn't get hit. He said he got hit on the way down. So that's the only reason why I'm saying it. Just so we could be clear. What up, Heavy Dro? He says, good morning, Jack Frost, BBN fam. Morning, my brother. Salute. What up, Mr. Twan? Haven't seen you here in a while. Hope everything is well. Shout out to Montreal, Canada. Salute. What up, DJ Bandana Blacks? He's up in here. he was telling me about how the snow was yesterday. He said he's still trying to get his car out. I'm sorry that happened to you, homie. And at the end of the show, after we do our regular broadcasting and shit, at the end of the show, I'm gonna start calling people and having people call in like towards the end of the show. After we get our regular program over with. Shout out to Buffalo. I am Buffalo. We got Mr. Buffalo up in the house. What up, Jay Hodges? What up, Pavilion HD? Salute. What up, Mike Jones? We got Mr. Jones up in the house chilling here. We got Jones up in the house. I need to start moving around more. I get it, but it is freezing. I'm wearing fucking corduroys again today. I got a lot of corduroys. I like corduroy pants. Don't nobody else wear corduroys. I wear corduroys, nigga. I'm on corduroys tip. You feel me? I don't know anybody. And I'm rocking these with my corduroys, just so you know, my nigga. Like on some real shit. Jack is in fashion. Let's go. What up, Tighten Up TV? Since top of the top. Let's get to it. Let me get to the door first, because that was the first thing that we spoke about in the intro. Let me get to the door. Okay, so I do believe that the door had a bullet hole in it now. You want to know why I believe the door had a bullet hole in it? Hold on, because y'all not hitting the like button enough for me. When we get to 50 likes, I'm going to tell you why I believe the door had a bullet hole in it. That's what we're going to do, because we ain't got no choice. Nobody can hit the like button if you don't. I'm going to tell you why the door had a bullet hole in it when we get to 50 likes. What up, Rude? Don't nobody see those dots, Jones. Shout out to James S. So you see his smoking feet. But just so y'all know, Mike Jones is the super producer. What up, Brad Hauser? When we get to 50 likes, I'm going to tell you why there was why I believe there was a bullet hole in the door now. When we get to 50 likes. Because now I know some things. Check this out. 901 Trigga Trey was the assassin of Young Dolph. But check this out. The whole entire time they were setting straight drop up to be the killer. The whole entire time they were setting straight drop up to be the killer. They were trying to send straight drop to jail for this shit. Straight drop is about to snitch on all of them niggas. And I don't even think straight drop knows the whole entire plan. You heard? I don't think straight drop knew he was supposed to be the patsy. I don't think straight drop knew he was supposed to be the patsy until they pulled up on the spot and nigga was already dead. I don't think straight drop knew that he was a patsy until he pulled up to the spot and the nigga was already dead. Guess what was supposed to happen? The whole plan went to shit. The whole plan went to shit. Watch when I tell you, no! Watch when I tell y'all what was supposed to happen. I know what their whole entire plan was. Okay, first of all, y'all have seen me predict the future over here. So when I tell you I know what their whole entire plan was, I'm going to tell you what their whole entire plan was. 901 Trigga Trey wasn't supposed to kill the nigga. See, before, I'm not going to lie. Before I thought 901 Trigga Trey and them was supposed to kill the nigga, and then these dudes were supposed to come shoot the block up and make it look like it happened from the outside. But that wasn't the plan. I know what the plan was. Check this out. Straight dropping them niggas was supposed to kill him. 100%. The plan went to shit. I don't think straight dropping them knew that them niggas was in the back. I don't even think them niggas that was in the back was supposed to do the hit. I think them niggas in the back was just supposed to be just in case shit went crazy. Just in case shit went left. I'm about to say a thing. I am about to motherfucking say a thing. Shout out to Mocha West, the sticker queen. Shout out to Level Up. He says, morning, Cafe Bustelo. Yes! Shout out to Level Up with the $5 drop. He says, morning, coffee, Cafe Bustelo, positive vibes. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Yes, I got that Dominican coffee, brother. I got that Dominican coffee. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Let's go. Who's next? Pulling our blessings down from the heavens. Hold on, I think somebody's trolling me. Also, I want to add, there's video evidence proving aspects of what the witness said. So for anybody that's going to come in here and say that the witness don't know what the witness is talking about, there's literal video evidence. There's video evidence. I've seen it. There's video evidence that of what the witness is saying happened. We're going to play the witness's statement a little bit further. We're at 48 likes. When we get to 50 likes, I'm going to tell you how the plan went wrong. I'm going to tell you what the plan is, and I'm going to tell you how the plan went wrong. If we get to 150 likes this show, next show, we leave the chat open for everybody to talk. If we get up to 150 likes, next show, we leave the chat open like the chat is open now for more than just the green team. If y'all gonna pull up and hit that like button every show, I'll leave the chat open. If y'all not gonna pull up and hit that like button, I'm only gonna open up the show for the green team. That's what it is. Let's read some of these comments real quick. We have 56 likes. I'm about to tell y'all right now. I'm gonna read some of these comments and I'm gonna rip it off. Shout out to Bear. Shout out to Jason Elliott with the eyes over these. Shout out to Bear. He says, dropping some frost. Shout out to Charlie Santana. He says, the dudes in the back could have been the fail-safe. They were definitely the fail-safe in case something went wrong and the dudes in the front or they hesitated. Sebastian Tompkins says, good morning, BBN. Salute, Sebastian Tompkins. Charlie Santana says, salute, Frost. Good morning to all. Let's go. Shout out to Nathan Warren. Shout out to D Candyman. D Candyman, I need everybody that used to do promotion over here to pull back up. I promise you it's going to be worth it. I'm in my own spot right now. So whatever problems that we had before, well, we ain't really had no problems before. But believe me, I'm going to be able to do double and triple what I was doing before. But I need all of y'all rap bastards to pull back up for promotion again. For real, for real. Let me blow my nose real quick. I'm going to come back and watch this shit I'm about to tell you. What I'm about to say is going to make so much sense that any which one of these fools that's out here trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about, you could tell them to eat a dick. Just like that, too. You don't got to be nice about it. The first thing I want you to be clear of is I do not know if the brother was inside the store or outside the store. I want to be clear on this. I don't know if his brother was inside the store or outside the store. I want to be clear. I do not have the slightest idea, okay? I don't have the slightest idea if his brother was inside the store or if his brother was outside the store. So I'm not talking about whatever the brother was doing at this point. I'm leaving that out. Now listen. Pardon me. When he gets inside of the store, they want to keep him there. They locked the door. The door was locked. You hear it? When he got in the store, they locked the door. The reason why I do believe that the door had bullet holes in it is because I think he pulled out his gun and tried to shoot the lock. When he tried to shoot the lock to get out of the door, that's when the niggas in the back pulled up and sprayed him. That's why when the other niggas pulled around to the front and they were supposed to kill him, he was already shot. They didn't know what to do. They thought they fucked up the plan. They thought they were late, so they didn't shoot. They jumped in the whip and sped off. The niggas that was in the back was just in case something went wrong. Something did go wrong. Dolph stepped inside. Y'all niggas got a lock on the door. Y'all niggas never had a lock on the door before. Why y'all locking? My nigga, this isn't a... Just so we could be clear, this isn't a fucking jewelry store. Who's robbing a cookie shop, homie? Have y'all ever seen a bakery with a lock on the door? Because that's basically what it is, right? Have y'all ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front of the fucking door? Somebody, I'm gonna put a thing up real quick. Hold on, let's get this poll. Hold on. Let me put the chat up. The chat's up? Yeah, the chat's up. Have you ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front door? Ever? Have you ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front door? A bakery. This isn't a, they don't sell jewelry, homie. They sell cookies and cakes. Have you ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front door? Ever? I bet you they don't have no footage on the inside of the shop, I bet you. What up, all the D Glaze? Have you ever seen a bakery? We're talking about a bakery, homie, with a lock on the front of the door in a strip mall on top of that. A strip mall. He comes through the front door, the door locked. Nigga probably like, yo, what the fuck? Nah, don't worry, we be right back. Boom. Shout out to the super producer. He says not unless they selling other types of pies. Shout out to Prince to Amir. Salute. Have you ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front door, homie? They had a lock on the front door. The nigga stepped in. They locked the door. They was probably like, yo, what the fuck is going on? The nigga probably turned around to shoot the fucking lock. And that's when them niggas came up from behind them and hit him. That's why when the other hitters came, the nigga was already down. Oh, you was snowed in. Sorry about that, Prince to Amir. Shout out to DJ Bandana Black about that shit. That nigga said he couldn't walk out his front door. The snow was so bad. Let's get those likes up. Because once again, I'll leave the chat open. If we get up to 150 likes this show, I'll leave the chat open for the next show. Every person that is not a freaking every person that isn't a Green Team member should be hitting the like button, obviously. I mean, all Green Team members too, but every person that isn't a Green Team member should be hitting the like button, homie. Come on. I'm leaving the chat open if we get to our mark. We got 130 people in here. The fuck? Y'all still don't want to hit the like button. That's crazy. Anyway, that's why I believe, yes, there could have been some holes in the front door, and that's why the holes in the front door were probably smaller because he had a handgun and he didn't have that big ass shit that them dudes outside was holding. Nathaniel Warren says they must have been doing other shit. They might have been doing other shit, but they might have also just been wanting to set that whole situation up so they could get the drop on Dolph. Some more lotions. Oh man, I got a lot to say about this. And for everybody that's saying, where's the video footage for inside the cookie shop? Don't expect it. But you know where the video footage is? There is video footage from inside the dollar store confirming exactly what the witness said. That 901 Trigga tray was standing there with some nigga with dreads, or he was standing there with some other. I think the dude with dreads was not 901 Trigga Trey. I don't think he got the dreads. That the two dudes came out of the back of the fucking Makedas, went through fucking the dollar store, and then they was waiting inside the dollar store, waiting for the car to pull up for them to go jump in the car. There's video footage of that. For everybody that's saying that the witness is lying. For everybody that's saying that the witness don't know what they talking about. There's literal video footage of that. A lot of times, I'm not going to lie to y'all. A lot of times I'll talk about a thing, right? True definition of being backdoored. Shout out to Level Up. A lot of times I'll talk about things and I would have seen the evidence somewhere, but I wasn't able to grab it for y'all. So all I could do is talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has their content downloadable or whatever the case is. So I'm not able to see it. So I can't really get it for you. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll tell you about it. And then I'll have people come in the chat and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm lying, this and this and that, yada, yada, yada. And then I kick them because I don't want to argue. I do that in real life also. If you're a person that's just arguing with me in real life, I just walk away. Like, I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue. That don't make sense. I'm not on that type of time. I'm trying to build, not destroy. Charlie Santana said they could have also been standard protocol whenever he pulls up, so that way they could have access control. Exactly. Copy? They locked him in the... So whatever happens, that cookie shop is in on it. Period. They're all going to jail. 100% of them is going to jail. Listen to this next thing I'm about to tell you. They boxed his car in also. Allegedly. Allegedly, the father moved the car before the police got there. Allegedly. I have no idea what the brother said his points was. All I know is that that witness, who I can verify other things that she said that the brother shot in the air and didn't shoot at the car. And this is an old lady. You know them old ladies don't lie about shit, homie. Hold on. Let's play some of what the... Let's play... Matter of fact, when we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the old lady... I'm going to play the old lady audio. When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the old lady audio. Hit that like button.
For my bill, sign up directly on the app. Choose your own.
That's a commercial. I'm going to show y'all something else. When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to show you the old lady's audio. Now look, I'm not going to play the audio on this because this isn't my video. And we don't need to hear the audio on this. This is 901 Trigga's car. Hold on. I'm going to show you the car. First, I'm going to tell you the channel because, you know, we don't do that. Shout out to CEO Media. He's been killing it on this, by the way. CEO Media. So first, this is 901 Trigga Trey's car. I'm going to take a picture. When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the audio so y'all can hear what the lady say herself. Come on. That's one picture. Hold on. Now look. Real quick, look. Let me show you something. The shells outside collected from the police had to be the brother. The old lady said that nobody else fired a shot. She said they didn't shoot. I believe her. My nigga, y'all all know 60 and 70-year-old women. What they lying about? Y'all all know 60 and 70-year-old women. What are they lying about? They don't care. Look, that's 901 Trigga Trey's car. This in the middle, I believe, is the car at the location. following Young Dolph. This is 901 Trigga Trey's car. If you need proof that that's 901 Trigga Trey's car, the middle shot, I believe, is the location. Right? Hold on. I'm going to show you proof real quick. When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play your audio. Shout out to Shakar SP with the $5 drop. He said, Frost is on fires. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Hold on. Let me show you this right now. We ain't playing with him. We ain't playing with him. Let's get 5 to 10. We killing it. This is the shit that killed me. I'm killing them this morning. We killing it this morning. Cash App, you rat bastards. Now that's the vehicle on one side following Dolph. The vehicle I just showed you. And that's 901 Trigga Trey right there sitting next to his car. Yes, that's the car at the Shell gas station on the bottom. That's literally the Shell gas station on the bottom. "901 Trigga Trey." That's his car. He was there. So what they did was they had 2 shooters in the back of the place just in case shit went left. Right? They had Dolph. They locked him in. When Dolph realized he was locked in and he tried to get out, they went and opened the door. When they didn't open the door, the nigga pulled out his shit, his stick, and started trying to shoot the lock. When he went to shoot the lock, them niggas went and shot him in the back. When they went to shoot the lock, them niggas came and shot him. When he went to the floor, that's why the bottom of the glasses bust open like that. Because they hit him, pop, pop, he fell, and then they start spraying, pop, pop, to the... That's why the fucking bottom glasses busted like that. Copy? Because they were shooting him not from the other side of the window, but from the other side of him. So they were shooting him and the windows was on that side. So the bullets didn't go through him. The bullets went in him. He fell to the floor and then they just start spraying the spot up. Boom. Now we don't know what kind of guns they had. They probably didn't have assault rifles. Copy? Because if they would have had assault rifles, it would have ripped through them. So they didn't have assault rifles. They had regular guns. They was just... He, I believe, tried to shoot at the lock to get out. This is 100% a setup. They literally backdoored this nigga. Those was his people. People wonder why I tell people, if you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with, it's not that I'm not cool with you, but I gotta keep you at a distance. Because you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. You might be the most solid nigga on the planet, but you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. That's not good for me in no regard to be standing but so close to you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why if you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with, and even though I fuck with you, I might love you, but I gotta keep you at a distance because you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. Self-preservation is freaking the strongest survival, the strongest instinct is survival instinct. Copy? That's probably why I couldn't, I'm gonna be quiet on that. But Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with you if you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. That's why all of these people trying to get me to go on their channel and all this, you fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. Your intentions might be good, but you deal with dudes that their intentions might not be. I'm not going to take the chance. That's what type of time I'm on. With all due respect. Could we get those likes up? When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the lady's audio. When we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the lady's audio. I'm going to play the audio of the lady when we get to 100 likes. When I break down what she said, you think I'm saying something now. I'm not saying nothing now. This is foreplay. I ain't even slow stroke that shit yet. This is foreplay. I'm just playing with the nipples. I'm just rubbing it in the thigh right now. This ain't the thing. It sounds like it's the thing, but this ain't the thing yet. Get to 100 likes. There's a reason why I'm saying 100 likes. And I'm not saying 50 or 75. There's a reason. Gotta protect your circle. That's a fact. That's why if you deal with people I don't deal with, I don't care if I don't care. I don't care. If you deal with people I don't deal with, I don't want to deal with you. Appreciate you, Natalie Warren. Mocha says, so that's young lady that took the first original video at the Shell gas station, just being a fan, caught this footage from the gate. I don't know. Send me what young lady you talking about, Mocha. Dolph was being followed since he left the Shell gas station. They were sitting 100%. 100%. The ops could work through the homie and he don't even know it. That's a fact, Prince to Amir. That's a fact. That's why I do not deal with people. Like, I don't care how much I love you. If you deal with people I don't deal with, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not taking that chance. We could talk every now and then, probably, talk every now and then. Boom. If I see you, I fuck with you. So if I see you, I'm not gonna dub you. I fuck with you. But if you fuck with people I don't fuck with, it's like, what in the hell? I gotta protect myself first and foremost. How could I do the things I need to do in the world if I'm not looking out for myself? Also, everybody vote. Have you ever seen a bakery with a lock on the front door? They had a lock on the front door of their bakery. Dolph stepped inside of the bakery. At some point, Dolph went out the bakery. Look what happened to Neighborhood Nick. That's a fact, Natalie Warren. At some point, Dolph went out of the bakery. They would not let him out of the bakery. I believe Dolph, at that point, pulled out his gun, started shooting at the lock. When he started shooting at the lock, them niggas came out the back because they thought the shit was probably already on and lit. When they jumped out the back, they started shooting Dolph. The other niggas wasn't there yet. When the other niggas came around and seen Dolph on the floor, I'm guessing they just split. The plan was the shit. I think first of all, they all going to jail. All right? They all going to jail. Because they all going to jail. All right? Even if they weren't the ones that shot Dolph, they're still guilty of the crime because they all plan to murder him. So they're all going to jail for murder. Are we clear on this? They're all going to jail for murder. Straight Drop, the people that was with Straight Drop, all of them niggas, they all going to jail. They're all going to jail. Alright? King Stack says, just the way Young Dolph's body was laying with his arm hanging out the window clearly says he was shot from inside. That's a fact. And once again, what's the first thing I said when we saw the situation? What was the first thing that came out of my mouth? I said, why is there only one window bust? I think that's literally the first thing I said when we saw the crime scene. Yo, there's only one window shot out? And it's on the ground. How? That's literally the first thing I said. Literally, if we go back and we find that video where we first looked at it, I promise you that's the first thing that came out of my mouth. I don't even remember verbatim. But me knowing the way I think, I know the first thing I'm going to look at is say, but there was only one window shot out. They shot at his ankles? Who does that? But now this explains everything. The people that actually killed them, they didn't have high caliber assault rifles. They didn't have high caliber assault rifles, so it didn't shoot through them. Copy? He shot the door, they shot him. He fell to the ground, they lit him up. The other niggas came around, they was late. They didn't fire, they bounced. Them other niggas that didn't fire, if they snitch, they're gonna do very little time. I promise you. I promise you, the reason why he had a freaking warrant out for his arrest is because the police know he didn't fire the gun, and the police know people are trying to put it on him and trying to make it look like the actual killers weren't involved, and the police want to talk to him. And why do you think he was so tired? They was interrogating that nigga forever. I promise you. They need to break him and get him to tell on the other people that was involved in the murder, and they're going to give him very little time, if none. I'm telling you. I promise you. They're going to damn near wipe that nigga record. I promise you. Everything except for the damn rape. They ain't nothing they're going to be able to do about that. No, most likely he got shot in his back. Most likely he got shot in his back. They weren't smart enough to shoot out the other windows when they were shooting them. Let's go. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. If I'm not smoking that shit this morning, I don't know what to tell you. We smoking this shit this morning. Somebody put the fucking Cash App in the chat. Pull up. Let's go. Who's next? We had 100 likes yet? Because when we get to 100 likes, I'm going to play the girl. That's when the show basically starts. I'm going to let y'all know right now. When we get to 100 likes is when the show basically starts. We got 150 something people in here. Could we get to 100 likes? That's when the show is going to start. And when if we get to 150 likes this show, I'm going to leave the chat open for the next show. The show's going to start at 100 likes. I promise you. Shout out to Cynthia Sodersfield. She says, peace, blessings, BBN fam, Jack Frost. This case is crazy. This case is bananas. King Stack says, facts. The other dude that didn't fire came around the front just in case Dolph made it out and they were going to light him up. But being that they seen he was already shot, they didn't shoot him. I think the other dudes were supposed to kill him. I think that the plan was for Straight Drop and Straight Drop's homie to kill him. I think that is what the plan was. Now look, this is the morning that it happened, right? Look, pay attention. First of all, this channel is your favorite gossip. That's the channel we getting this from. Now look and pay attention. Look in the background on the other side of Dolph's car when they replay it in slow motion. That's the fucking SUV right there. That's the SUV. Y'all seen that? I'm going to show it again. That was the SUV in the background. Look. That's the SUV right there. No, we're not answering anything. Boom. We're not answering. Oh, I can't answer this right now anyway. I'll call that later. I'm not answering any phone calls. Boom. That was the SUV. When we get to 100 likes, that's when the show's going to start. We 9 likes away. When we get to 100 likes, that's when the show's going to start. I promise you. I promise you. We got 175 people in here. If we get to 150 likes, I'm going to leave the chat open the next show. If not, I'm going to close the chat back up so only the members could chat on the next show. And believe me, you want to be a part of the next show also. Aquarian Queen, shout out to Aquarian Queen, said that looks like a Tahoe. The other picture looked like an Explorer. The other picture 100% was an Explorer. Hold on. That's a great catch. There was 3 vehicles. Also, there was 3 vehicles. It wasn't 2 vehicles. It was 3 vehicles. There was 3 vehicles. There was 3 vehicles. That's why when we get to what the ladies say, you're going to see what I'm saying. There was 3 vehicles. It wasn't 2 vehicles. It was 3 vehicles. There was 3 vehicles, not 2. What up, Derek? He says, what it do? Quick question. What you think about the hostage situation in Texas? Seem like they hiding things. I have no idea what you're talking about. Send me a something. The gold Tahoe. Thank you, King Stack. There was 3 vehicles. There was 3 vehicles, not 2. Are we at 100 likes? We are at 100 motherfucking likes. Let's go. Now I'm going to say this. If we get up to 150 likes, the next chat I'm going to leave open. The next time we have a live, I'm going to leave the chat open for all, and I'm ending this right here, by the way. I'm ending this poll. Next chat, I'm going to leave it open for everybody who's a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you can't chat. But if you're a subscriber, you could chat. All right? Now, we're about to get into this. Now, this is from a different person's YouTube channel, right? Shout out to CEO Media once again.
Them car was facing the wall of the store, like the way you see it.
Okay, so I'm going to be pausing so we can discuss individual aspects of what she's talking about. I'm not going to just play it straight through. That's one. I'm going to pause it so we can discuss individual aspects of what she's talking about. Mocha says, at the end of the day, he knew all guys who was involved. These were Southside dudes that used to fuck with Dolph. This was backdoor on a back door. That's a fact. All right, so hold on. Let's play this. Let me turn this volume up.
News where he facing the street.
Yeah.
Them car was facing the wall of the store, like in front of me in the window.
Okay, so what you saying? Maurice didn't just drive up. He didn't just drive up when the occurred. His car was right there.
Right there.
Okay, keep going.
Maurice is the father of the people of the. Maurice is the father of the. Maurice is the owner of the cookie shop. Him and his wife owns the cookie shop. That's who Maurice is. The reason why this is important is there's a belief that Maurice was not there when the shooting happened. What she's saying is Maurice's car was there before the shooting happened.
You see it on the news where he facing the street?
Yeah.
That car was facing the wall of the store, like in front in the window.
Okay, so what you saying? Maurice didn't just drive up. He didn't just drive up when the occurred. His car was right there.
Right there.
Okay, keep going.
I was gonna stay and smoke my cigarette. I'm sitting there, and my phone rang. My son called me, and by then that's when it was going on. And I was looking around, and I couldn't see where it was coming from. So I was ducking. Then I could peep out, and I seen a few people running. Then by the time I raised back up and looked, the white car was pulling out on the street real fast. Now, mind you, the picture.
Okay, I want to stop right there. Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? There was gunfire first. Niggas start booking. When she finally looked up after the gunfire ended, then the white car pulled up. I'm going to rewind that. I just make sure that we get this clear. Because you already know how people love saying a nigga don't know what he talking about. So let's rewind that one more time. Listen to what she says.
Okay, keep going.
I was gonna stay and smoke my cigarette. I'm sitting there, and my phone rang. My son called me, and by then that's when it was going on. And I was looking around, and I couldn't see where it was coming from. So I was ducking. Then I could peep out, and I seen a few people running. Then by the time I raised back up and looked, the white car was pulling out on the street real fast.
Don't forget that she said that. The reason why I'm stopping is because I want us all to remember that is paramount of paramount importance. That right there, that statement she just made is one of the most important statements that she made. That proves that Dolph was already dead before the white car with straight dropping and pulled up. I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to keep going. We're going to play it straight through this time.
You see it on the news where he facing the street?
Yeah.
That car was facing the wall of the store, like in front in the window.
Okay, so what you saying? Maurice didn't just drive up. He didn't just drive up when the occurred. His car was right there.
Right there.
Okay, keep going.
I was gonna stay and smoke my cigarette. I'm sitting there, and my phone rang. My son called me, and by then that's when it was going on. And I was looking around, and I couldn't see where it was coming from. So I was ducking. Then I could peep out, and I seen a few people running. Then by the time I raised back up and looked, the white car was pulling out on the street real fast. Now, mind you, the pictures they showing on TV, it's not moving, right?
Yeah.
So it made it look like he was shooting at them. He didn't shoot at them.
Okay.
Because by the time I raised up and looked, the car was turning onto the street going back, north.
Yeah.
Then he ran out, take for instance, right before you get to the sidewalk. On the corner, right where the car was at.
All right.
He's airways, back up north.
Okay.
He was trying. At first, I heard one. Then I heard like two or three. And that's when I ducked.
Wow.
Then it stopped.
Once again, shout out to CEO Media. This is his interview. I am literally not stealing content because I'm telling you where to get the content from. This is not my content. I did not interview this person. Literally, I'm not stealing content. I'm telling you where the content exists at. CEO Media. This is literally how the news is done, just so we could be clear. So anybody saying that I'm stealing content, they're gaslighting you. You understand? So that's why I had to stop. They're gaslighting you. I cannot be stealing content if I'm telling you where I'm getting it from. That's like saying ESPN steals content from the NFL and the NBA. Copy? That doesn't make sense. Please stop. Don't listen to people that just hating. That's all I gotta say, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Listen to what she says. Shout out to CEO Media.
Up and look, the car was turning onto the street going back, north.
Yeah.
Then he ran out, take for instance, right before you get to the sidewalk. On the corner, right where the car was in.
All right.
He's airways, back up north.
Okay.
He was trying. At first, I heard one. Then I heard like two or three. And that's when I ducked.
Wow.
Listen to what she said.
Then when the car turned,
what did I tell you? He shot to shoot the fucking lock. She said, first I heard one. Then I heard two or three. He shot the damn door to try to shoot the lock to get out of the fucking building. I'm telling you. Nobody else has said that, by the way. I'm telling you something that nobody else has said. He shot the lock to try to get out the building. He was trying to shoot the lock. That's probably why the door had little bullet holes in it, the glass, because he was trying to shoot the lock so he could get out the building after they locked him in. That's why she says,
shoot at them.
Okay.
Because by the time he raised up and looked, the car was turning onto the street going back, north.
Yeah.
Then he ran out, take for instance, right before you get to the sidewalk. On the corner, right where the car was in.
All right.
He's airways, back up north.
Okay.
He was trying. At first, I heard one. Then I heard like two or three. And that's when I ducked.
Wow.
Then it stopped. Wow. Then when the car turned on the street and went up, tall dude ran out like he was almost to the sidewalk, but just like a little slight hill. Now,
wow.
On the new, where they put the little cones,
they
was putting the cones in the street down there where he was shooting.
Okay.
And,
so
in the barrel they put on the street. When I raised up, when he stopped, you seen people running, going in the dollar store. Now I want to jump out the car and run too, but I was still kind of scared.
Huh?
Commercial. Shout out to CEO Media. We do not steal content over here. It is not stealing content if you explain where you're getting the information from. Not everybody is a journalist, so they don't understand that. People think that if you cite your sources, that you're stealing it sometimes because they don't know no better. They didn't go to school for none of this shit. They don't have any ethics and they don't have integrity. So they're going to think even if you cite sources, you're stealing the content. They're going to try to trick you. No. That's why I complain when people say shit that I'm saying or people get shit from me and they don't cite me. I cite other people though. My integrity is different. You understand what I'm saying? My integrity is different. I'm just a different nigga. You feel me? So I cite my sources. Shout out to CEO Media. He's been on top of this. Now listen to what she's saying. Pay attention. She said first she heard one shot, and then after she heard one shot, she heard two or three. He shot at the door. They shot at him. Copy? Now the question is, where was the brother? Was the brother inside the shop? Because if the brother was inside the shop, then 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, we can 100% say that he was in on this. Because Dolph got shot inside the fucking shop. Hold on, let's hear what Mocha got to say, then we're going to play some more of the recording. Mocha said, I heard this from my family. Dolph saw the white car pull up, saw that they were the ops, bucked at them in the white car through the door. Oh, that's why he shot the door. I knew he shot the door. Dolph was on his phone facing the door, saw the car pull up, shot. I knew he shot the door. This is where I'm getting it from. For all the people that's trying to tell me where I'm getting it from. Kick John Jay. Can you kick John Jay for me? Just kick him. Just kick him. Don't tell me what I'm doing, nigga. Kick him. Don't give him a timeout. Kick him all the way out the door. Hit that nigga with his bags. Don't tell me what I'm doing, you rat bastard. Get the fuck up out of here. This is where I'm getting it from. If that was another nigga that actually did the interview, then that was another nigga that did the interview. This is who I'm getting it from. Don't tell me who I'm getting it from. Matter of fact, don't kick him all the way out the door. I just wanted to kick him because he got J in his name, and you know we hate them J. We hate that one dude that his name is J. We don't fuck with him. I'm gonna unkick you, my dude. Don't come in here accusing me of nothing. Copy? You come in and you talk to me like I'm a human being. Copy? You don't come in here. I hit the nigga again. I'm gonna unhide his dumb ass. Don't come in here and accusing me of shit. Copy? With all due respect, we gonna unkick him. Don't come in here and accuse me of nothing. You come in here and you talk to me. Don't accuse me of nothing. Alright? If you come in this chat and you accuse me of shit, I'm kicking you. I don't care. Now, I just showed you where I'm getting it from. I can't tell you where he got it from. That's up to him to cite his source. My source is him. The fuck? I'm gonna unkick you. Because I'm just... Alright, my fault. My apologies, John Jay. I'm gonna unkick you. Because I might have been too quick on that draw. Shout out to Mocha. Shout out to Mocha. She ain't playing with y'all. I'm going to unkick you. I was probably too quick on that draw. My apologies. I don't know who was the initial interviewer. I can only tell you where I'm getting it from. This is where I'm getting it from, with all due respect. Copy? CEO Media. That's where I'm getting it from. I can't tell you who the person that interviewed this individual was. Copy? With all due respect. Homeboy needs to cite his sources. Copy? I only can tell you where I'm getting it from. All due respect. My apologies, my brother. I was way too quick on that. Also, get it up to 150 likes, and we will keep the chat open for the next live. If it don't get up to 150 likes, then the only people that's going to be able to talk are Green Team members on the next live. No, I unkicked him. I unkicked him. He's unkicked. All right, he's unkicked. I was just I don't be playing with him. We got fucked up people over here that like trolling me. So I'll be quick on the draw. Shout out to Mocha. I point and she shoot. Shout out to the sniper. We missed the sniper.
Okay.
You know,
So
in the barrel they put on the street. When I raised up, when he stopped, you seen people running, going in the dollar store. Now I want to jump out the car and run too, but I was still kind of scared. And
now with that being said, Mocha's family probably saw what they saw. Don't get it confused. What they saw was him shooting at the door. They could have just assumed he saw the white car. We don't know 100% if he saw the white car. What we do know is that they had a lock on the door. What we do know, if you actually see where the bullet holes is, it's by the lock. It literally is by the lock. It's literally by the lock. So what Mocha's family could have seen was they were on the outside of the building, I'm assuming, and they could have saw the white car already, knowing what the white car is after the fact, and then assuming he saw the white car. We don't know if he saw the white car. We do know that the door was locked and he needed to get out the door, and from where it looks like those bullet holes were near the lock. So it is just as probable that he was shooting at the white car as it is probable that he was shooting at the lock. But with this being said, if he was shooting at the white car, all is alleged. If he was shooting at the white car, I would think that they would have shot him when they walked up on him. They did not. So I'm not saying he wasn't shooting at the white car, but what I am saying is those bullet holes was close to the lock. So I believe he was trying to shoot at the lock and get the fuck out the building. All right. hate when this happens over here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, so I'm not questioning what Mocha is saying or saying what Mocha is saying is incorrect. I'm just saying it's 100% probable. It's probable. I just personally think he was trying to get out there and he was shooting at the lock when he realized what the fuck was going on. That's what I think. Because if you see the ops coming up to the front, he could have also ducked out the back. He could have ducked for cover before shooting. And what the lady is saying is, just so we could be clear, the white car pulled up after all the gunfire. That's what the lady is saying. The white car pulled around after the gunfire was already over. So they could have heard the shooting and was like, oh shit, we late, and then tried to pull up. But it was already over. Just so we could be clear.
I just sit there for a minute. Then these two, and this is what I told the police. Then they called me and said that this didn't have nothing to do with it, but those boys was little hoodlums. Man, I'm sitting there, and you know how, like, it was one car beside me, and then it was me. Two guys ran up the side of the wall between the,
I'm going to rewind so we could make sure that we're hearing everything that she's saying as cohesively as possible. She said, listen, she said she heard some gunfire. She ducked down. Now, when she decided to look back up, because she was scared, she didn't want to get hit. When she decided to look back up, that's when she seen the white car pull around. The white car pulled around. The boys jumped out. They didn't fire. They jumped back in the vehicle. They start driving back down the block. And when they start driving back down the block, because it happened like this, bang, bang. When they start driving back down the block, the brother came from somewhere, and he starts shooting at the car. But he's not shooting at the car. He's shooting in the air.
3. And that's when I ducked.
Wow.
Then it stopped. Wow. Then when the car turned on the street and went up, tall dude ran out like he was almost to the sidewalk, but just like a little slight hill. Now,
wow.
On the where they put the little cones,
they
was putting the cones in the street down there where he was shooting.
Okay.
And, you know,
so
in the barrel they put on the street. When I raised up, when he stopped, you seen people running, going in the dollar store. Now I want to jump out the car and run too, but I was still kind of scared. And I just sit there.
You do understand. The only reason why she saw the next thing that she's gonna say is because she just happened to be sitting in the car. Everybody else smartly ran for cover. They ran inside of the dollar store because they needed to live. They ran inside of the dollar store. The only reason why she didn't run inside the dollar store because she was already in the car ducking for cover. She was scared. So while she was ducking for cover, she seen two dudes come out the back of the fucking cookie shop.
For a minute. Then these two, and this is what I told the police. Then they called me and said that this didn't have nothing to do with it, but those boys was little hoodlums. Man, I'm sitting there, and you know how, like, it was one car beside me, and then it was me. Two guys ran up the side of the wall between the dollar store and the cookie shop. It's like they came around that corner. There was two short dudes, and one of them had a shirt on, a white beater on?
Yeah.
With his shirt, the shirt was open. Now, they was grinning, but they wasn't running. They was walking real fast, like they was trying to get away. And I'm looking at them, and they look dead at me, because when they hit the corner, I'm the only one sitting there.
Would you be able to identify those people if you seen their face again?
Not really. I'm going to finish telling you.
Okay.
Because I got close up on them. So when they ran in the store, I seen a couple of other people go in the store. Then it was quiet. So that's when I jumped out the car and I went inside. So mind you, it's a camera inside the store.
Yeah.
Like I told the police, if you see me and I had blonde hair, two guys went in that store right before me. You need to check them out.
Yes.
So when in the store, my girlfriend, she was in the dollar store.
All right, commercial. That was a
My
commercial.
girlfriend, she was in the dollar store line, right? Now, it was, and everybody in there was just talking. Store.
Yeah.
Like I told the police, if you see me and I have
Just so we could be clear, she said she can't identify them. She old, homie. She said if she saw them again, she can't identify them. But what she did say is she went inside the store and purposely, watch what she did. This is an OG over here. This is a whole OG. We gotta protect this woman. She a whole OG. Watch what she's gonna say she did though.
two guys went in that store right before me. You need to check them out.
Yes.
So
they went in the store and then she went in the store after them.
in the store, my girlfriend, she was in the dollar store line, right? Now, it was, and everybody in there was just talking. The lady in the store, the manager, she got her, she went outdoors,
Okay.
And I'm standing at the door just.
The manager has her children looking out the front door.
And the two guys that I was talking about, my girlfriend was getting checked out. When I went in right behind them, they was standing in line in front of her like they had been checked out.
So she can't identify them now. So like if they tried to bring her into court and was like, do you see them in here? She can't say that was them. But what she did do was she remembers where they was in the store and she told the police. The dollar store has cameras. I seen the video footage. There's clips floating around of the shooters in the dollar store standing there waiting to walk out of the dollar store.
But they weren't. So then when I came in the door, they looked at me the same way they looked up at me when they came around the corner. And then my girlfriend said, everybody got, she just loud. So then I'm just standing there. So then they were saying, I don't think they went out. Some people came in the store and said, he didn't hit him. He didn't hit him. Talking about, that the man down the street.
Okay.
So then when I got ready to go out the door, the two guys, they standing at the door too, like they don't know if they should come out or not.
Oh my
So
God.
then when they seen us gonna come out the door, they came out the door right in front of us.
Do you remember when I told you the police knew who did it off the rip? Anybody remembers that? Hold on. Let me put this up. Let me put this up. I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up real quick. Do you remember when I told y'all the police knew who did it off the rip? I'm gonna put a poll up. I told y'all this. I said the police already know who did it. I said the police knew who did this shit when the shit happened. I told y'all this. The police already know who did it. Now I'm gonna stop right now and tell you why that store ain't open back up. That store ain't open back up because if that store opens back up, it's gonna get shot up anyway. The store ain't open back up because the police is inside the store, that boarded up store. The police is inside the store doing forensics on forensics on forensics on forensics. That's one. Two, I wouldn't be surprised if they was told they just can't open back up no more because they're under investigation. I'm gonna say this and just listen, just pay attention. Especially to the people that just love to just say the opposite and just slow up conversations and be divisive. This lady said, just so we could break down everything that she said so far, right? She She was sitting in the parking lot. She heard shots. First she heard one shot, then she heard a couple of shots. Now this is why I don't believe Dolph was shooting at the white car. This is why I don't believe he was shooting at the white car. I think he would have shot more than one time. Who see your ops coming and only shoot once? She said she heard one shot and then she heard multiple shots. Salute the Black Hoodie. Salute to the Black Spade. Shout out to Black Hoodie. Salute to the Black Spades. She said she heard one shot and then she heard multiple shots. No, the second location don't have nothing to do with this. I know they have a second location. We're talking about this particular location. She heard one shot. I believe that shot was Dolph shooting at the door. And then she heard multiple shots. I believe that those were the shots of Dolph getting killed. Then she says the white car sped around. The dudes jumped out, ran up to the jump off. Now I want to show y'all something real quick. Hold on. Look at this. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Oh, I gotta hit the button because we've been flagged already by now by who knows how many times we've been flagged already. So I gotta hit the button for YouTube to check the video out. All right, bro. So hold on, let me show y'all something. Real quick. Dolph was already down when they arrived. Look at the glass on the outside of the building, homie. He was shot on the inside. Dude pulled up on Dolph, ready to hit him, but Dolph was already down and dying. Dude turned around and split. They never fired. You never hear her say that she heard an AK. She said she heard the first shot, then she heard some shots, she ducked. The only other shots she heard was the dude running, chasing the vehicle, shooting the vehicle. She never says that she heard any other shots. Just so we could be clear. These dudes never shot. They're going to jail for all the time. Don't get it confused because they're still part of the conspiracy. But these dudes never shot. They never shot. Dolph was already down when they rolled up on the scene. This is the front of the cookie shop. The fact that Dolph wasn't killed near the front door and he was killed off to the side like that, they said that he shot at the vehicle or he shot a shot. I believe he was standing near the front door trying to get out the front door. The other dudes came from the other side. He got hit. He fell that way. His arm was out the window. That means that his feet was over here, right? He's 6'3". He fell over after getting shot. His arm was out the window, so his feet was probably over here, right? That's in front of the door. I'm gonna say this again, and then I'm gonna show you the video. The other thing with his arm out the window. Look, listen. Listen. His arm was out the window right there. Dolph is 6'3". His feet was like over here. That's around the front of the door. So these dudes came out the other side, hit him. He fell over. They sprayed him up some more, shot out the window. The other niggas ran up, saw he was already dropped, and then split. This is his arm out the damn window. That's a whole AK he got in his hand. You think if he would have shot Dolph, he would have fell forward? He got a whole assault rifle, homie. You think he would have fell forward if he got shot with? Has anybody here ever seen somebody get shot with an assault rifle and fall forward towards the bullets? Anybody? Has anybody even heard of a motherfucker, even in the movies, getting shot and falling towards the bullets? The assault rifle bullets. You know, the bullets that rip through you?
Right in front of us. And they went, instead of coming back, like you come out the door, the cookie shop to the left, they went to the right. And they was walking real fast. And you know, when y'all was saying you looking at girls' rearview mirror where you could see that truck down there?
Yeah.
I was wondering, did they get in that truck? Was that truck waiting on them? Because
Wow.
it don't surprise you as long as they ain't drunk, you know. So then I said to me, she was asking me who was who. And I said, that man right there, that's the cookie man right there on the sidewalk. She said, is. And then she said, was he? I said, no, he wasn't the one that was one that had the long dreads. This man, he wear his hair kind of whooped around.
Yeah.
Like beehive, you know, like real dry like. So then he was walking back and forth. And then he went in, then he came back out. Then he got in the car. And he was trying to back up and he was trying to see if people were walking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, why he moving that car? This the crime scene. And we were saying, he don't supposed to move nothing. I told the police that, you know, the police go said, oh, he probably was moving it for the ambulance. I said, the ambulance hadn't even... Oh, he probably was moving it for the ambulance. I said, the ambulance hadn't even... One had the long dreads. This man, he wear his hair kind of whooped around.
Yeah.
Like beehive, you know, like real dry like. So then he was walking back and forth. And then he went in, then he came back out. Then he got in the car. And he was trying to back up and he was trying to see if people were walking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, why he moving that car? This the crime scene. And we were saying, he don't supposed to move nothing. I told the police that, you know, the police go said, oh, he probably was moving it for the ambulance.
This lady has lived her life and she don't give a fuck about no street niggas, no gangster shit. She don't care about nothing. She's telling all the truths in the world. She on my time. She's lived her life. She's like, you know what? If I die, you rat bastards. But people are gonna know the truth. Shout out to John B with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? He says, good job, Jack. Who's next? Everybody that thinks I'm doing a good job, pull up to the fucking Cash App. Where you niggas is at? Also, if we get to 150 likes this show, we're going to make sure that we keep the chat open next show, and we're not going to close it for only Green Team members. So if you want to keep the chat open, hit that like button for the next. So for the next show, I keep the chat open. Copy? Now look, listen, pay attention. The police already know who did it. I told y'all this shit off the rip. I told y'all this shit as soon as this shit happened. The police know who did it. This is not a mystery to them. They 100% know who did it. Now, I was thinking that they're probably just trying to solve a whole bunch of other crimes in the interim. Meantime. But what they might also be trying to do is this. This might be one of the biggest RICOs ever. This RICO might reach 400 or 500 people type of RICO. They might be taking down a whole entire gang, not parts of the gang, the whole entire... Memphis is about to be shaken to its fucking criminal core. Do you hear? Do you hear? Memphis is about to be shaken to its entire criminal core. There's going to be people who did not have nothing to do with this, that their criminal organization is gonna suffer. And they're gonna hate these niggas that killed Young Dolph. They're gonna hate these niggas that Memphis is about to get shaken to its core. And I'm gonna say this much. I want to shout out to the criminal justice system, and this is why. We gotta stop letting them kill good niggas. I'm tired of good niggas getting killed. I'm tired of niggas that's good niggas. I understand dudes done did dirt, and then now you trying to do different. He putting in that work. He was putting in that work to try to make sure that the next generation had more game than him, did the right things, was trying to grow their community. He was doing a lot of shit with his time and money, and they took him. And the people who took him were rat bastards. They are gonna pay, I promise you. They're about to shake Memphis to its core. I promise you. They're gonna. This is just the beginning. Wait, hold on. I digress. Let me go back and explain something. I want to explain something real quick. There's not that many Nipsey Hussles in the world, homie. There's not that many Young Dolphs in the world, homie. There's not that many people who came from the struggle and they trying to stop kids from getting into the struggle. You know what most of these big homies is doing? Most of these big homies is sending people to go on dummy missions. Copy? That's what most of these big homies is doing. Most of these big homies is getting into bullshit arguments with other big homies and then sending little homies to go be sacrificial lambs. That's what they doing. Alright? That's what they doing. Young Dolph was putting in that work at the schools. He was putting in that work in the community. He was putting in that work. He was making it easier for the politicians in his area to do their job and to look representable to people who they probably couldn't reach before. I get it. A lot of street niggas don't get what I'm saying. And I don't expect a lot of these street niggas to get what I'm saying. Believe me, I don't. I don't expect a lot of street niggas to get what I'm saying. I'm hoping the right street niggas get what I'm saying. That's it. That's all I could ever hope for. Pardon me. That's like not even half the video yet. There's still more left. There's not even half. I'm just stopping on purpose because I'm doing a breakdown of the video. I'm not stealing the video. So doing the breakdown and stealing the video, two different things. So I'm doing a breakdown of the video. Shout out to CEO Media. That's where I'm getting it from. If he got it from somewhere else, that's up to him to cite his source. I don't know who his source is. His source, or was his source, if there is a different source, would have sent it to me because then I would be citing that source. You understand what I'm saying? I'm citing this source as we speak. So that's where I got it. That's the source that I hear it from. So that's the only one I can cite.
The ambulance. I said the ambulance had on the sidewalk.
I want y'all to understand what just happened here. When she told the police that he moved his car, the police already know that that's something in their head for them to trigger that that's a problem. The police just don't want this chick telling everybody because, you know, she gonna talk. So they just telling her, nah, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. But remember what they say when they read your Miranda rights. Everything you can and do say will be used against you in a court of law. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Remember that. So even though they're telling her that's not no big deal, believe you me, that's a big deal.
She said, "Is." And then she said, "Was he?" I said, "No, he wasn't the one that was one that had the long dreads. This man, he wear his hair kind of whooped around.
Yeah.
Like he had, like real dry like. So then he was walking back.
Also, by her saying it wasn't the dude, the father shooting, that's her acknowledging and letting them know that the father was there when this happened. We don't know what the father said to the police.
And then he went in, then he came back out. Then he got in the car. And he was trying to back up, and he was trying to see if people were walking,
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, why he moving that car? This the crime scene. And we were saying, he don't supposed to move nothing.
That's a fact.
I told the police that, the police gonna say, oh, he probably was moving it for the ambulance. I said, the ambulance hadn't even came yet. You could hear, when the car that was next to us moved, and he moved his car, we could sit right there and look at the see his hand.
Okay, so hold on. So you saying Maurice, he moved what car? He moved the black car, he moved Young Dolph car.
The black car.
No, his car.
Okay, the black car. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let's go back over this one more. Hold on 1 second. Let's go back over this one more time. All right, so when you pulled up to the Family Dollar, you said Maurice's car was already there.
Yeah.
So the father was there when she got there. The shooting happened after she got there. So the father was there. Most likely in the fucking building.
Okay. And then you was on the phone with somebody, and when you was on the phone with them, that's when you heard the
Yeah.
Okay.
My son said, oh, they shooting, and I got was getting down on the floor. And then he said, Mama, where you at? I said, I'm at the dollar store. And then he said, who you with? Who you with, Mama? You in your car? And I said, no, I'm riding with a borrower. And he said, well, lay down, call me back. He was on lunch break. He was at Fed. So,
first of all, she whole gangster out here. She in the street probably at some point or another. He said, yo, you in your car? I guess she got a gun in her car. She said, nah, I'm riding with a woman. Basically, I ain't even got no protection with me.
and after all of that, right before I ran in the store, after those guys went in there, and I waited.
Or also, if she was riding in her car, she could have just came home.
Before I got out the car, because I was trying to see was it over with. In that back door, like y'all was showing that side door by the driveway, white, that little, between the buildings.
Yeah.
All right, that's the door. Backside. It was two people back there on the phone. It's like they were scared they had ran outdoors. It was a tall dude in the red, they had the red t-shirt on.
Okay.
It was a tall back there. He was on his phone. And then there go the girl. It was a girl. She wasn't short and fat like the daughter. She must have been the one that was serving the cooking.
Okay.
She was out there on the phone. So they was.
You never know when winter's gonna rear its icy head.
Do you remember when homegirl said that I don't even check my voicemails. I check my voicemails like once every 2 or 3 years. So for everybody could get it, remember when the one of the daughters said that somebody was telling her about what happened at the scene or whatever the case is? That might be who the person on the phone is talking to. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the volume back on.
Backside. He was on lunch break. He was at Fed. So then, after all of that, right before I ran in the store, after those guys went in there, and I waited before I got out the car, because I was trying to see was it over with. In that back door, like y'all was showing that side door by the driveway, white, that little, between the buildings.
Yeah.
All right, that's the door too. But it's a back door, backside. It was two people back there on the phone. It's like they were scared they had ran out doors. It was a tall dude in the red, they had the red t-shirt on.
Okay.
It was a tall dude back there. He was on his phone. And then there go the girl. It was a girl. She wasn't short and fat like the daughter. She must have been the one that was serving the cooking.
Okay.
She was out there on the phone. So they was back there just on the phone because it's like a little fence between there. So I was wondering, did them two dudes, if they came from around that building, they had to come from behind the dollar store, or else they had to come from out of the cookie shop.
Wow.
Played it off.
So basically, you thinking from what you seen that either they ran from the back of Makeda's and they ran on the side and then ran into Family Dollar, or okay, cool. Because I was gonna say or Family Dollar, but why would they run from behind Family Dollar to run in front of Family Dollar? They ran from the cookie shop.
Right. They didn't run from the front of the cookie shop.
Wow.
Hey Google. Hey Google, stop.
I'm just facing like this, and they wheels right over here. So like we was parked where I could see between the side, where I could see the back of the cookie shop, the people in the backyard, and I could see across the walkway. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so do you know that you may have been one of the only people in the world that came face to face with the killer and looked them in their eyeballs?
Yeah.
Now I want to say something real quick. I want to stop this right here. Somebody already released the video or at least a still photo of the two shooters inside of the fucking dollar store, and they're literally dressed like two shooters, homie. And one of them didn't even have a face mask on, I believe. They look like they just did it. They look all dressed in black. They look like they just shot a nigga. They could have not, I'm not saying they would have got away with it, but the fact that she was sitting in her car, saw what she saw, and told the police, there's no way they're going to get away with it. The police already know who did it. They been knew who did it. They knew who did it when it happened. And I told y'all that because I can tell the way that the police was moving. When the police know who did it, they just move a certain way. I don't know no other way to explain this. When the police know who did it, the way that they operate is different than when they don't know who did it. You understand? The police were not fishing. When the police know who did it, the police fish. The police was not fishing. They tried to make it look like they were fishing. For everybody that don't know what fishing is, that's when they put out information to make it sound like they already have information. No, man, it's not. Hey, Google, go to home screen, please. They try to put out information to make it look like they know information. The police didn't put out any information to make it look like they know anything. The police literally pulled up. I saw the video. I saw the photo somewhere. I got to look and see. I'm going to try to have it for the Tonight Show tonight. The police... Hold on. Stop everything. I might actually know where to get the video footage. I might actually know where it's at. Hold on. Shout out to John B. He says, can you get a photo of the killer? Smack. Hold on.
The University of Massachusetts and
Give me 1 second, everybody. Give me 1 second. I might actually have the fucking video for this. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I got it right here. I had to remember where it was. I got the photos right here. When we get to I'm gonna show you the photo right now. Guess when I'm gonna show it to you? When we get to 160 likes, I'm gonna show you the photo. We got 174 people in here. When we get to 160 likes, I'm gonna show you the photo. Yes, this one. I'm looking right at the photo right now. Clear as motherfucking day. Clear as, when we get to 160 likes, I'm gonna show you the photo. We got 174 people in here with 138 likes. We could get there. When we get to 160 likes, I'm going to show you the photo. I'm looking at it right now. Matter of fact, since I think, yep, yes, look, you came up with the good idea, but I need people to hit the fucking like button. John B, come on, man. I need people to hit the like button. We got 107, we had 200 and something people in here, and I've been giving dynamite fucking commentary and breakdowns of the thing. I want the damn likes. Thank you, John B, for bringing it to my attention that the likes was attainable. Also, I'm going to bring it up on the big screen. I mean, y'all could just not hit the like button and I could just not show y'all. I see it. Clear as day. Let me go get the likes real quick. Hold on. I'm going to drop this so y'all don't see all of my other information. I'm going to drop this real quick and then I'm going to go get the video. I'm going to go get the jump off out of my emails over here. Just emailed it to myself. The reason why I'm bringing it up on the big screen is so y'all could even get a better view. I'm trying to give y'all the best view possible. So, all right, I'm guessing y'all can always, if you wanted to actually see the photo, all you have to do is hit the button, literally. I'm pulling the photo up into where I show y'all the shit at. No, not even the site. What the fuck are you talking about? My computer. This is for my computer. The drugs. Yep, boom. There it goes right there. The whole photo. Whole photo. Boom. God dang it. They got these dudes dead to rights. I told you they know who these niggas was off the rip. Shout out to E Nice with the $5 drop. He's doing the whole stickers. He said, boss. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Eight more likes and I show it to y'all. 39% don't remember me saying it. Maybe they weren't here, with all due respect. Let me put y'all back up into the jump off. Boom. I told y'all, when I do good shows, drops don't come. When I do bullshit ass shows and we just in here playing around, that's when the drops come. So for the people that be wanting me to do more actual content than just joking around, playing around, the only dudes that do drops is the ones that just want to hear me joking around and playing around. The people that want actual content, y'all don't do drops. I still got to make a fucking living. Seven more likes, I show y'all the picture. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Are y'all getting kicked right now? No, y'all not getting kicked at this second. I wasn't checking a minute ago. Y'all could be getting kicked. What up to Andre Willis Sr.? I keep telling y'all this. When I'm doing good content, I don't get drops. When I'm just in here joking around, playing around, making jokes, that's when I get paid. I don't get paid when I'm actually working. This is crazy. Like, y'all don't understand how crazy this is. All right, that's what it is. Shout out to Mocha West. She said $2 drive. Let's go. Joining the BBN gang once again. 5 months, been a member. This is crazy. That's why it don't make a difference what the content is. The people that's gonna do drops is gonna do drops because I'm telling jokes. They don't do drops because I'm doing good content. They did so. I don't know what to tell you. Mm. Wasn't who in the back of the cookie shop? I want to answer some questions right now, so y'all can do all the questions. Shout out to Mocha West with the comment drop, the 199 drop. She said, "Let's go, let's go." Who's next? This is facts. Y'all be here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When I'm just here bullshitting, all of the drops, $50 drops, $100 drops, $20 drops. When I'm bullshitting, when I'm doing actual content, I don't get no drops. Shout out to Darius McCray with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Smack. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. Yeah, the dad. He was at the place as far as we know. Yes, I got it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so please don't get mad at me when you're in here watching a video and I'm doing more other talking than I'm actually talking about the actual content. Because I don't get paid for doing the actual content. Microsoft purchased Activision for $70 billion? Doesn't Activision make Call of Duty? Hey, Google, who makes Call of Duty?
Call of Duty was published by Activision, Nokia, and Aspire Media, Inc.
Thank you. Now you know what he purchased it. Shout out to Beard with the $2 drop, pulling all the way up. I'm staying on topic. It just don't pay me no good to stay on topic. Staying on topic, I don't make no money. One more like and we got 60 likes. We had 160. Call up that. Now you get it, right, Shy? I fucking love Shy Murder. Yo, I swear. I swear I love Shy Murder. I swear. I swear. You immediately knew where I was going with it. I swear I love Shy Murder. The young CEO. Knew immediately what I was going for. Knew immediately what I was saying. Immediately. I love having conversations with other smart people. I hate talking to people that I gotta explain everything to. I swear, it turns a 5-minute conversation into a 2-hour adventure. That's why I hate people that play devil advocate. I hate that shit. So we can't never just have a 5-minute conversation. You gotta turn every 5-minute conversation into a whole hour adventure. I hate talking to you niggas. I could talk about that when we get to the end of the show. Is that cool, Sebastian? I just want to finish covering what we're covering right now. I mean, I might actually talk about it more. Sebastian do drops. All right, let me show y'all this photo. I'm showing y'all the photo. Sebastian do drops. I might just make a video about it for you. I just make a video on it. You do drops. People that do drops, especially people that do drops often, when y'all talk about, I should talk about this and I should talk about that, I feel kind of compelled to talk about it because you invest in the channel. The shit that kill me is niggas that don't never do drops, niggas that don't want to hit the like button, none of that shit, but then they try to come over here and tell me what I should be doing. The fuck is you talking about? You don't support the channel at all, but you want me to do the thing you want me to do. Get out of here. I'm just going to leave that there for a second. That's who the lady was talking about in the store. Remember the lady said the people was in the store? I believe that's actual video footage from the store after the killing. Who said that that lady was lying? Who was the people that's trying to say that that lady lying? Somebody was somebody DM me some shit saying that this lady was telling lies. Somebody DM me some shit saying that the lady was lying. Show me where the lie at. Now I'm gonna explain to y'all how the police work. And this is why lying to the police is just getting yourself arrested. The police don't believe anything a witness says unless there's something to corroborate it. I'm going to say that again. The police don't believe anything that a victim says unless there's something that to corroborate it. You have to have corroborating evidence. So when you say a thing, you have to be able to corroborate it. There has to be some other evidence that makes that evidence have some kind of validity to it. If you do not have other evidence to give that evidence validity, the police don't go on those fucking leads. That's not a lead to them. Now, if they have if you tell the police something, right, and they have contradictory evidence proving what you're saying is wrong and a lie and not truth, you want to know how the police move? You become a fucking suspect. So that's why I keep trying to tell people, everything is evidence. Every single thing that you do is creating evidence. So every single time that cookie shop girl goes and does an interview, she's literally creating evidence for the police. Every interview. I cannot stress this enough. Everything you do creates evidence. Whatever you say can and will be used against you in a court of effing law. Everything that you do creates evidence. I keep telling people this. The dollar store is right next door to the cookie shop. The lady time-stamped the video for them with her body. That's a fact. Shout out to Shy Murder. I love talking to smart people. That type of intelligence in the heat of the moment comes with life experience. She's an OG for real, for real. You ain't never lie. Shy Murder says, I wanted to say that earlier, but I was cooking. Hey, what you making, baby girl? Like food. Also, keep hitting the like button. Y'all don't got to stop now. Also, somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Y'all motherfuckers is supposed to be pulling up. We killing it this morning. Hold on. Do a couple of things over here. We're killing it this morning. Y'all supposed to be pulling up. I don't know who that is in the picture. Copy? How about that? You can say whoever you want to say it is. I don't know who that is in the picture. I'm showing you the picture. I don't even know you. So you just coming in here none of us know you. Who? We don't know you. You could just be a who sent you? We don't know you. Nobody know you. Who sent you? Does anybody know how Trigga Tray looks? Does that look like Trigga Tray to anybody else? I don't know who Trigga Tray is. Hold on, I got a photo of him though. Hold on. We're gonna get an actual photo of Trigga Tray and put it up there real quick. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. What up, Emmanuel? This is real. What up, Jack? Salute. I'm at work. I got data, so I'm watching the show. Sorry I'm late. What we talking about? You already know what we talking about. And salute to you, my brother. You feeling better now, so salute. Everybody clap it up for Emmanuel. He said he had, caught the pandemic shit. He wasn't feeling well for a while. Dude said he got arrested in front of the store as soon as the cops came. Who got arrested? I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just talking at this point. So hold on. I'm going to show y'all an actual picture of Trigga Tray, and y'all tell me if y'all think it's the same guy. We don't know, dude. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying I don't know you, dude. I seen you up in here a couple of times, but I don't know if you one of those people that's just sent to put bad information on my channel. I don't know. You might be right. Does anybody know how Trigga Trey looks? And is that Trigga Trey? But I have another photo of Trigga Trey I'm about to put up. We said that already. This guy is late, makes BS comments. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Nah, we're not talking about what you're talking about. We're not turning the, we already spoke on that. We're not talking about what you're talking about. Rewind back to the beginning of the video and watch that. How about that? Put him on a timeout if he keep trying to force us to talk about other stuff we're not talking about. Put him on a timeout. That's how we're going to do. That's how we're going to do. That's how we're going to do. Copy? We do him like that. We ain't playing with this guy. Go play with somebody else's channel, homie. He keep it up. Just put him on timeouts. All of the timeouts, too. Don't kick him. Just keep timing them out. All of the timeouts. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all the picture. And y'all don't got to hit the like button. I'm just going to show y'all. We're going to see what it is. Y'all don't got to hit the like button. Give me 1 second. So this is Trigga Trey. So I don't know if that's him or not. That's Trigga Trey. And this is the guy right there. Does that look like him to you? Who think that looks like 901 Trigga Trey? Also remember, they got different. That's the vehicle, by the way. That's one of the vehicles. Who thinks that look like, that's one of the vehicles. Who thinks that look like 901 Trigga Trey? Put your comments up. I'm going to go to commercial break real quick, and then we're going to come right back. Let me get everything. Let me get this screen straight real quick. We're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come right back. I want to know if y'all think that's 901 Trigga Trey. Be right back. I'm out of the X, you know where I'm from. I'm from the time before playing with guns. If there was beef, we roll with the one-on-one. If you lost, you came back to get some. Now niggas roll with the pole attached to the drums. Niggas was stupid before, but now they going dumb. I was down with hip-hop from the jump. Some niggas is just culture vultures and gumps. My bad average, high as hell, fuck a slump. Home runs to the parking lot when you chumps. Rounding the bases, waving, rocking the Jordan dunks. I'm broke right now, can't give fucks. You niggas fragile like a Kia, but act tough. Don't get beat down and fucked up. Don't bring your girl to the fight, she get fucked. I see her watching my bowl just enough. I put bleach on the mic for clean cuts. So don't speak evil or rebut. If it comes down to the dirt, we pop trunks. I'm a Vegeta nigga, you a hot lunch. My stomach acid bubbling from the hunch. It seems I'm a captain, you a crunch. Ain't shit coming through for you in the clutch. I'm about to put your whole team on one crutch. What you saying? So who thinks that look like Trigga Trey? I'm just curious. We back. Who think that looks like Trigga Trey? I'm just curious. I keep hitting the wrong one. Who thinks that look like Trigga Trey? Who thinks that looks like Trigga Trey? Let's put a, I'm going to put a poll up. Shout out to the 104 people that voted on the last one. Do you remember when I said police who did this off the rip? 59% said that they did. 51% said they did. So what? 49% said that they didn't. 100 and how many people voted? Shout out to everybody that voted. Clap it up for them. Hey, Google, stop. What up, Foot in the Ass Entertainment? Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment. Salute. Sebastian says it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm asking you what y'all think. I want to know what y'all guys think. Do you think it looks like him? I don't know if it looks like him. I have taken enough photos of people to know that you could take a photo of a person and they'll look like one nigga 1 minute and another nigga another minute. Especially if they got a haircut. I'm going to put the photo back up again. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this looks like 901 Trigga Trey? I am not saying it is him. I'm not saying it isn't him. Just so we could be clear. I am not going to lie. I see similarities. But I could also see how you don't see it. I could also see how, you know, it could be a different person. But also remember, there was people who was in the dollar store. And that's how I'm pretty sure he was identified as 901 Trigga Trey. Because 9 times out of 10, he's a local rapper. I don't think I'm pretty sure people saw him. Should I put an I don't know option? You know what? Hold on. That's a good idea. I'm gonna end this poll. Don't. I'm gonna end this poll. You know what? You right, Prince Tuamir. I'm not 100% sure myself, just so we could be clear. I don't know these niggas. I'm not 100% sure myself. Look, dude said it's lame that we won't let him come hijack the chat. Some nigga we don't know from Adam. Put that guy on the timeout, somebody. Somebody put that dude on the timeout. We don't know this nigga from Adam. He think he's supposed to come in here and tell us what we do. What the fuck? No. I don't like that either. Hold on. I need to make a fourth option. We're going to end that poll. Hold on. I need to make a fourth option. There needs to be a fourth option. I just want to make sure everybody have the opportunity to be able to state their opinion. I mean, I don't know if it looks like, I don't know. I don't have no opinion on this. Because maybe means like maybe, yes, and not sure means you don't think so. More probable, not sure means more no than yes, and maybe means more yes than no. But you're not sure, right? DeAndre said, on with the show, Frost. Let's go. All right, so do you think that looks like 901 Trigga Trey? Yes, no, maybe, not sure. That's enough options for everybody, right? Oh, I still have more commentary from the lady, by the way. Her shit ain't over. Motherfuckers is always trying to come in here and tell YouTube content creators what they should and shouldn't be doing. You feel me? Nah, we ain't on that time. Go make your own show. We're doing. Oh wow. Hold on. I just saw something I might have wanted to. It was interesting. Hold on, let's fast forward it back to where we around where we were. Turn the video up.
This was years back. So I had to retire from FedEx.
Shot.
Right. They didn't run from the front of the cookie shop.
Wow.
Tall back there, he was on his phone. And then there go the girl. It was a girl. She wasn't short and fat like the daughter. She must have been the one that was serving the cookies.
Okay.
She was out there on the phone. So they was back there just on the phone because it's like a little fence between there. So I was wondering, did them two dudes, if they came from around that building, they had to come from behind the dollar store, or else they had to come from out of the cookie shop.
Wow.
Played it off.
So basically, you thinking from what you seen that either they ran from the back of Makeda's and they ran on the side and then ran into Family Dollar, or okay, cool. Because I was gonna say or Family Dollar, but why would they run from behind Family Dollar to run in the front of Family Dollar? They ran from the cookie shop.
Right. They didn't run from the front of the cookie shop.
Wow.
It came from between the building. Because I was, like, I'm just facing like this, and they was right over here. So, like, we was parked where I could see between the side, where I could see the back of the cookie shop, the people in the backyard, and I could see across the walkway. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so do you know that you may have been one of the only people in the world that came face to face with the killer and looked them in their eyeballs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I called the police. See, I had been watching it. I was been scared a long time because I had never been that close to something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of it. That's when I started watching y'all because I don't really sleep good at night. I'm on disability. I had 2 brain aneurysms years back. So I had to retire from FedEx. So I watch TV all night long. And for me to really sleep, I have to take medicine. And I don't like the way it makes me feel. So when I seen those 2 people back there, then we...
Live Level says, Nano Tron Trigga Trey was rumored to be dating the daughter of Makeda's cookie store. They have a whole interview on Twitter with him trying to clear up his possible involvement in the Dolph murder.
Got in the car. My girlfriend was in there. She said, who was them people back there? And I said, well, she was an older lady. She said, them some of the cookie workers because they got on red t-shirt. What they doing? They calling the police? You think we ought to call the police? I said, all these people out here, somebody to call the police.
Yeah.
When the cop moved, he moved that car. Then my girlfriend, she moved up closer. So you know where you seen that girl that was talking on the phone? telling everything, saying she seen everything.
Yeah.
You know how she was probably facing them from the dollar store looking. You could see the tail end of our car.
On her video?
I want to explain something real quick before we go any further. You do know every single person that was in Makeda's cookie shop that didn't say that somebody in the shop was the one that fired the gun is going to jail, right? Now do y'all understand why the store ain't open? I'm going to say this again. Y'all know every single person that was in that cookie shop that didn't say that the shooters was in the shop is going to jail, right? Y'all know every single person, 100% of the people. Y'all know this, right? 100% of the people who was in that cookie shop, 100% of the people who was in that cookie shop that is gonna say straight drop walked up and fired, all of them are going to jail. You do know this, right? You do know if Young Dolph's brother said straight drop is the one that fired the shot, you know he's going to jail too, right? You know that, right? You know that, right? Oh, block. Oh, that block. There we go. Block. You know that, right? $100. Y'all know, I want to say something because y'all might not know this. Y'all know when y'all get those fake numbers that they could be tracked by the FBI, right? So let's say you send me a death threat on the phone. You know the FBI can track who had that number and when you had that number if something was to happen to me, right? You do know this, right? I just want to throw that out there for all of the death threats I'm getting right now. You do know that, right? The FBI can literally track who had the number and when they had the number. You do know this, right? For everybody that's sending me death threats right now. You do know that, right? So please follow through on the thing that you want to do. Knowing that you're going to go to jail is enough for me. Knowing that you are going to go to jail and that you're also going to get other people to go to jail that might not even have nothing to do with this, but that is also causing me upsetness. Knowing that all of y'all will be going to prison, I'm fine with that. So do the thing you're talking about and stop calling me. I'm never answering the phone. Boom. Felice Cortez says, yes, they will be holding evidence and interfere with an... They're all going to jail. All of them. Every single last one of them that lied to the police is going to prison. Not jail. Prison. Every last one of them. I believe you me, the cops is telling them this. The cops is telling them this. Believe you me. Okay? The police is telling them this. One of them is gonna break. What up, Felice Cortez? Every last one of them that is holding back information is going to jail, and I promise you, prison, pardon me. And they're going to hit them with so many years. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be amazing. They are going to hit them with so many years. Shout out to Felice Cortez with the $4.99 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? He says, I agree. I say they are involved. It's a feeling I have. He was inside. They locked him in the store. I don't think he was shooting at the white car. I think he was shooting at the lock to get out the store. When he started shooting at the lock, they came out and they killed him. Them idiots might have been trying to rob him. They probably weren't trying to kill him, and they might have been trying to rob him and ended up killing him. That's a fact. That's a whole possibility. But they're about to do all the time. Also, the people that keep making new numbers and calling me, please keep it up. Because if somebody else kill me, you're going to go to jail also. Because they have the threats. So please keep it up. You're threatening a nigga that ain't scared to die. Please keep it up. Every single which one of those cookie shop workers, the owners, everyone that was there, and they say anything other than the shooter shot him inside the store and ran out the back, that say anything other than that, they're all going to prison. Now check this out. They didn't know that that lady saw this and was going to talk. So when they initially spoke to the police, they most likely all lied. If not for anything else, out of fear. And the police will sit there and let you tell your whole lie. They'll let you tell your whole damn lie before they let you know that they know you lying. They're going to get your whole lie on statement. Sign this for me, please. This is what happened. Not a problem. Then you sign that paper. Now they got you. And just so we could be clear, sending death threats over the internet and then that person dies is a federal crime. So they can it's a federal crime, just so we could be clear. So yeah, create the RICO. Come kill me. Get you and all of your friends locked up. I'm fine with it. I promise you I am. With that being said, somebody put the Cash App in the chat and let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's move. Today should be a moving day. I'm killing it. This shit kills me. On the days that I'm fucking killing it, no drops come through. On the days that we got like 40, 50 people in here, all of the drops come through. On the days when we got 60 people in here, all of the drops come through. On the days that I'm smoking it and we got a ton of people in here, no drops to the Cash App or to the PayPal. This shit is mind-boggling. So I gotta be bad at my job to get paid for it. This is crazy. Felice says, I don't care what others say. The bakery think they're clear. It's still an open investigation. No, the bakery is done. All of them dudes is done. Every single person that does not say. Prince Tuamir says, if the number is linked to a device that used the home Wi-Fi, they got you regardless. That's a fact. If that's a fact. Or a prepaid phone at the ones. That's a fact. Let them people keep doing what they do. Some weirdo, I'm probably going to die over some bullshit, and then a ton of people are going to end up going to prison. I promise you. Watch. I promise you, watch. A ton of people is going to be like, yo, we was just playing. They're going to be like that, going to prison, doing 15, 20 years. I promise you. Keep it up. Because when I see the people that's going to come to kill me, I'm running towards you. I promise you. You should know me well enough to know that that's what I'm going to do. I promise you. I promise you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I think they want me to show the number so they could say I'm doxing, so they could try to get me in trouble. But I'm not going to show the number, and I don't listen to voicemails. So I don't even care. Y'all leaving voicemails. So I don't know. People want to go to prison. Anyway, I don't even care about that. Like, you have no idea how much I don't care about that. You really don't have. Like, on some real shit, I'm gonna say some real super real shit. I tried to commit suicide like 3 times. Niggas is death threatening me. Please pull up. I promise you. I'm good with it. I promise you. I promise you. I don't know what to tell you. I promise you. Please do. Anyway, yeah. Now we back to the show. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Promise you. Please pull up. That's all I'm saying. Please pull up. I promise you. Yo, look. Everybody in the cookie store is going to jail. Every single person in that cookie store that when they initially spoke to the police, they did not tell the police what happened, that there were shooters inside the building, and that the shooters went out the back of the building. Every single last one of them is going to jail. I promise you. I promise you. And for anybody that think that the police isn't taking this lady seriously, how do you think that we have access to this? Hold on. Why do you think we have access to this video, this photo? Because the police took them seriously. Now, I don't know about the stores down there. I could only talk about the stores up here. But there's a lot of stores up here that got cameras on the back of the building also. So even if Makeda's turned their lights off, even if Makeda's cookies turned off their cameras, so you couldn't see what was happening on the inside of the building, which is a possibility. These dudes went inside the dollar store. Copy? This is Memphis. How warm was it on that day? Why does this guy have his hood on the way he has it on? You understand? Whoever these dudes are, they are caught. They're caught 100% red-handed. Don't let nobody trick you. Don't let nobody tell you different. I promise you. These dudes is done for. Felice Cortez says, I believe they went out the back of the side door. I said that from day one. Yo, look. These dudes is done for. Oh, man, I ain't mean to put that up there. We are not doing Saloon at the moment. These dudes is done for. It's a wrap, I promise you. Y'all gotta understand, man. The way that the shit is set up now to catch niggas that do murders, if you kill a nigga, just be prepared to do your time. Period. Do not think you getting away. Be prepared to do your time. Period. The police can catch every last one of you if they wish. The only difference between the police catching some murderers over others is the amount of money put into the investigation. That's it. That's literally it. It's the amount of money put into the investigation. Are they ready to throw $10,000 at a nigga to snitch? Are they ready to throw $5,000 at a person to talk? We know right now they ready to throw $15,000 at a person to talk. And that's a fact. That's above board. Imagine what they ready to pay under the table. Imagine what they ready to pay under the table. You niggas is killing niggas. Let me explain something to y'all. And this is the shit that I absolutely just is mind-boggling. You dudes is running out there and creating beefs with niggas where one of you gotta die over nothing. Y'all creating reasons why niggas gotta go to jail that ain't even important. Now, I don't know what this beef is about, so I can't say how important it is or isn't. But y'all creating situations for a nigga to go to jail. Y'all sending your own family to jail. Y'all sending your own friends to jail over nothing. Somebody said something in the beginning of this video that we should be listening to. Not that. That's a video game, by the way. Okay, so somebody sent me this. Hold on. So somebody allegedly sent somebody this, CEO Bobby this. I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to put it up on the screen. So allegedly somebody sent CEO Bobby this. I need to take one more screenshot so y'all can see definitively where it came from. Okay, I'm just showing this right here so you can see that this allegedly came from CEO Bobby's account. Let me drop this real quick. I'm just putting this right here so you can see that this allegedly came from CEO Bobby's account. That's the only reason why I'm... Oh, God dang it. I'm just pulling up too much of this stuff by accident. And I'm going to drop that for us for a second. So I'm putting this up here right here so you can say that this allegedly came from CEO Bobby's account. There's a photo. And then you see a thing under there. And then you see this alleged threat to CEO Bobby. Now, there's two things that I want to say about this. The first thing is this. CEO Bobby don't got to snitch on these niggas. What up, Lamar Clark? CEO Bobby don't got to snitch on these niggas. First of all, just so we could be clear, Mr. Uncomfortable Truth. Nobody is saying that Straight Drop wasn't involved in it. We're saying he wasn't the only one. If you think Straight Drop and the dude that was in the car that got arrested, if you think the people that's already been publicly acknowledged as being arrested is the only people that was involved in this, fine, that's what you think. I don't think that. Are you here to try to force me to think what you think? I'm just curious. Are you here to try to force me to say what you think? Or do I, you know, because I'm a human being with my own mind, have the right to think whatever I want to think? I'm just curious. Because, you know, a lot of people think that us YouTube content creators, we don't have a right to think what we think, that we have to think what you think. Once again, straight dropping them was in on it. They should be arrested. The difference is, straight dropping the other dude didn't fire any shots. So those guys, we want to have a talk with because we want to give them less time for cooperating. And we want to know why they didn't shoot. Why didn't you shoot? What was the plan? So they don't have no cameras in the back of the building? Copy. Live Level Evil says between store cameras, traffic cams, houses with cameras, along the route, take a leave to Senior Dunfrost. Right, police know they were widening the amount of people they locking up for impact. Yes, thank you very much. But she might be right about the lack of cameras. They got caught up in evidence only. That's a fact, Mocha. There's so much evidence here, it's mind-boggling. So I could believe they really wanted to try to rob him and not murder him. I could believe they wanted to rob him and not murder him. I could believe that. But the way straight dropping them jumped out with jumped out ready to shoot. I just don't. I think they were there to kill him. I think it was a hit. They jumped out ready to kill this nigga. The fact that they didn't is the fact that they didn't. Yeah, all I'm saying is I think that there's a good chance that they might be cameras in the back of the building. And if there is cameras in the back of the building that's not on, they're going to have to explain it. And check this out. How are you going to be the cookie shop owners and they do have a lock on the door, but they don't have cameras in the building? The police is going to be like, yo, so you got a lock on the door, but you don't got cameras inside? So there's no cameras inside of the cookie shop, but you have locks on the door to stop people from getting out to make sure that nobody's going to rob y'all of cookies. They're making sure nobody's going to rob y'all of baked goods with a lock on the door, but y'all don't have cameras inside of the building because, you know, y'all got the baconest baked goods that ever baked. Y'all don't have any cameras on inside of the baked goods store to make sure that you can catch people trying to steal these extremely precious pastries, but you do have a lock on the door. That don't even make sense. We're going to end this vote right now. Not the live, the vote. We're going to end the vote real quick. Hold on. We're going to get to that, Oceanic. I'll put a maybe up there. Hold on. Wait. Which post? Somebody just actually said something. Y'all might be getting kicked because we get all types of different bullshit. So y'all might be getting kicked. If y'all getting kicked, just come back. Remember, I have people that troll this channel and they want me dead for real, for real. Y'all think I be, just real talk, y'all think I be joking around when I say people want me dead? No, there's really niggas that I haven't done anything to them. They just jealous of me, so they want me dead. So they literally be putting a bag on my head to kill me just because they jealous. That's a fact. I'm just letting y'all know. There's literally niggas putting money on my head because they jealous. That's a fact. Oh, fuck. I forgot to put block. Most businesses have cameras inside. It says possible they wanted to rob him inside the store. The hitters was going to take him out after he left. Botched, semi-sophisticated robbery go wrong. Once again, 9 times out of 10, then they just tried to rob a nigga, didn't know what type of time he was on. Nick tried to rob a nigga and didn't know what type of time he was on. That's it. Some niggas you gonna try to rob and they not on that type of time, my nigga. Some niggas you gonna walk up on, you can think they gonna be scared of that gun, but they live their life. They fine. They ready. They good with whatever comes next. I'm just telling you what it is. Some niggas is on that time. There's a lot of niggas walking around that they ready to die. And you niggas be threatening them. That might have been Young Dolph's situation. He's like, yo, look, I gave a lot to the world. I got a lot to give to the world, but this right here, I'm not standing for it. Y'all be fucking with these niggas. All right, I'm about to show y'all something. Shout out to, I didn't call this channel out, by the way. Shout out to Miss Lowdown. I'm getting this from her channel. Somebody sent this to me. This is allegedly something that's going on. I'm gonna play some of the video for y'all. This is Miss Lowdown's channel. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I don't even care, man. What the fuck? If I don't even care. What the fuck? Look, you sell cookies. Somebody said you sell cookies, you shouldn't be talking to no one. I don't know how true this is. I don't know what to tell. I kicked him. I don't know how true this is. I'm just showing y'all what's on Miss Lowdown's channel. We remove cameras. I don't think y'all can see. I'm going to tell y'all what it says because I think this is backwards, by the way. I think y'all seen it inverted. So I'm going to tell you what it says. It says, you sell cookies. You shouldn't be talking to me. Go make them cookies because you got the wrong one. Then I guess he responds back and he says, no, she responds back and says, we remove cameras. We did you a favor. Now do is the favor inside footage. So nowhere to be traced. We came prepared. Then somebody says, keep me and my family business. Then he says, okay, so you saying something. They removed the cameras. So there's no way to be traced. We can't prepare. They stupid. They just stupid. If this really is what happened, if they really sent this text saying these people are just so stupid. These people are just so stupid. Keep me and my family business out the mix. Use your platform and tell them just make up anything so they know we had nothing to do with it. I even give you money. We need this bag. I don't know how true this is. This comes from Miss Lowdown's channel. Shout out to Miss Lowdown. Plus, nobody knew Dolph stashed here. We hear why you think they broke in and went directly to the back. We removed cameras today. Bang, bang. This leads me to believe that CEO Bobby knows who did it, but he's not in on it. Of course, they can still trace that. People are stupid. Yeah, these people are just stupid. They all going to jail. All of them. They stupid. Just like the idiot that just came in here with a thing saying you're going to die, Frost. That person better hope I live, because you can literally be tracked. Like, you better hope I live. You came and put your whole IP address on the channel saying that I'm going to die. You better hope I don't die. Yo, right now, if I die for some other random reason, you're literally going to be, they're going to literally, you're going to jail. Felice Cortez says that could be seen as a side attraction, yet I believe that can be traced. Just look a little longer to authorities to check that out. Look, I don't believe all of this stuff. Like I said before, the police is purposely putting out misinformation. Jack, Felice said that the daughter stated new cameras was bought 2 weeks. Yeah, because they did a whole new security thing. They did all new security. For whatever their reasons were. And if they actually was being used, I don't know how new, real or fake that is, New Wave. I have no idea what it is. Copy? I have no idea what it is. But if you're just in here to say that something is fake and then to argue me that something is fake, and I'm telling you I don't know if it's real or fake, but you're going to keep saying it's fake, kick New Wave. If they have a door that locks so you can't get out of the building because they're in fear of criminals or any type of crime, but they don't have working cameras, every last person that works at that establishment that was there that day, and possibly some people who are not there that day, are 100% going to prison. Their whole family. I promise you. Their whole entire family. I promise you. All of them. Every last one. Prison. I promise you. Let's throw some bags up. We haven't thrown bags in a while. And let's drop some frost in the chat. Every last one of them is going to prison. Prison. Felice Cortez says Raven also stated a new worker was hired 2 weeks ago and heard that employee was related to Cornelius or a relative. How true is that? I don't know. I have not no slightest idea. But if they're look, they're all going to prison. You think they're arresting suspects? They're arresting the witnesses. They're arresting people who they believe is going to help them with their investigation. That's what they're doing. They're arresting people who they believe is going to help them with their investigation. Straight drop. I'm telling you what they're going to say. Look, you didn't shoot him. We know you didn't shoot him. But we know that you know what was going on. You're already caught on the conspiracy. This is a whole RICO. You're already caught on a conspiracy. But you can help yourself. And if you help us, we'll help you. This is a federal case. You're going to need a 5K1 letter. Telling you what's going to happen. All of the people that we publicly know about that's attached to this are 9 times out of 10 the individuals. Also, hold on. Wasn't there a dude that had dreads, but when he got arrested, he ain't have no dreads? I was making fun of his hairline, remember? Let me see if I still got the photo. Give me 1 second. I don't got the photo. I had the photo. I don't know where it's at. God dang it. There was a dude that got arrested and he had dreads. But he ain't had dreads no more. I was making fun of the guy's hairline. Do y'all remember that shit? Mocha says straight drop and Cornelius got caught up because they had glass from the shooting stuck in the grooves of their sneakers. That's a fact. I didn't get into that because I haven't been talking to them about that. But yes, they walked on the glass. That's how come they got caught. I'm looking for that photo. I don't got it. God damn it. Hold on, I'm going to look one more time. I'm scrolling through this one more time to see if I can find it. I don't have it. I was showing y'all the fucking picture though, so I don't know what I did with it. I must have accidentally erased the bitch. I accidentally erased it. Tis. Damn. Yes, and the police chief's gun was stolen from a vehicle. That's super suspicious, but I'm going to leave that alone. No, the carjacking the car that was stolen on November 10th. The car that was stolen on November 10th. If he got arrested in December for that carjacking, then yes, that has something to do with it. But the car that was stolen was stolen on November 10th. 7 days before Dolph was killed. Sometimes I just kick people because they come in and they say something and I'm like, I don't got time for this. I already know they're going to start talking crazy. So I don't got time for this. So I just kick them. Somebody put this guy on a timeout because he's just in here trying to talk about stuff we already know. Don't kick him all the way out. He's just constantly repeating things, trying to get us to talk about stuff that we already been talking about for weeks. So I'm putting him on a timeout. Just put this guy on a timeout every time he comes in here and just keeps trying to talk about stuff that we've already spoken on. The guy named with the dreads, I forgot. That's what I was trying to look up. I had his photo up here. I had his photo up here, but I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. I had his photo on my phone. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. Yes, the police chief gun was stolen and a police officer was shot yesterday leaving for work. I did not know that. Send me a link. I do not know the dude's name with the dreads. Why am I not swiping? This shit takes way longer than swiping. I need to start just swiping. I don't know nothing about Clory McClendon. I don't know nothing about Clory McClendon. The LAPD released Yo Gotti's friend Clory McClendon early Friday without any charges in Young Dolph shooting. No charges against Sheriff's Department. Confirmed Mr. McClendon was released as 2017. What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about any of this. If you don't give me no context, then I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about something that happened in 2017. Hold on. I might get context right here. Authorities shut down Yo Gotti's restaurant following the killing of Young Dolph. Wednesday's fatal shooting of Young Dolph led to temporary closure of Uptown Memphis spot owned by the longtime rival. I'm just going to look and see where it says Clory McClendon's name at, because if it doesn't, there's no reason for me to read this. I don't know what Clory McClendon has to do with this. If you don't explain, then I'm just going to assume you're trolling. Clory McClendon is an associate of Gotti, was arrested in 2017 connection with a shooting of Dolph earlier that month in which the rapper was struck several times and was hospitalized. Well, Clory McClendon tried to kill him before and didn't make it. Why would he have anything to do with this? You think he was involved in this also? I don't know. That Cornelius name had a fallout, and that's who they were trying to shoot. But how true it is, I don't know. What time we got? We kind of late over here. I just want to point this out. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the super chat, by the way. But I just want to point this out. Every time we have a good show and I'm really killing it, we don't get no drops. But we don't get no drops to the Cash App or to the super chat. But whenever we having a show where all I'm doing is up here telling jokes and being funny, then we get drops. So I literally don't have no real reason to ever do any reporting. Y'all don't want me to be reporting. Y'all don't want to hear about this stuff. Because the more information I come with, the more reporting I do, and this, y'all don't give me support for that. Y'all give me support when I'm in here just doing nothing. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I think me actually working is counterproductive to me making a living. Like, I make more of a living when I'm not trying to actually give y'all information. I'm just keeping it a stat. Whenever I go and I'm giving y'all information and we discussing these topics, y'all, I don't get no drops. So this is counterproductive to me making a living. I might talk about something else tonight because this I'm not gonna. Y'all don't support this.
You ever wish you could slap?
Somebody just sent me something. Hold on. All right, this is a police report. Police report. I'm gonna put this up on the big screen. Yeah, y'all don't support this. Like this is not something y'all support. Y'all don't support me reporting. So this is a fact. So I don't know what we talking about tonight. It don't matter. I might just have an open discussion tonight, to be honest with you. Because me talking about this shit isn't going to pay my bills. Me talking about this shit isn't going to get me no support. I might just have an open discussion tonight. Just, off the rip. This is just frustrating if y'all can understand what I'm saying. It's just frustrating. The better job I do, the less support I get. Like, this shit is crazy. I don't know. Shout out to that shit, though, I guess. Hold on. Let me put this on the other, so y'all can hear this a little bit better if y'all don't mind. Hold on one second.
I'm Greg Hurst. Stephanie is off tonight.
What the fuck, y'all?
First at 5, an off-duty Memphis police lieutenant ambushed outside his home. We're working to find out more, but we do know that officer was shot as he was heading into work. Thanks for joining us for the news at 5. I'm Greg Hurst. Stephanie is off tonight. Investigators say that officer, thank goodness, is going to be okay, but that shooting happened in the Miller Farm subdivision just outside of Olive Branch in DeSoto County. WRG Shay Arthur spoke with detectives about their investigation.
The individual that sent it to me, if not anybody else, please explain to me what this has to actually do with, I don't know what this has to do with anything. I need somebody to explain this to me. No, you cannot post anything here. Put that guy on another timeout, please. No, that was definitely the news reporter that was at the scene. She said that the shots might have come from inside the shop. She was definitely a news reporter at the scene. That's a fact. I don't do meet and greets anymore unless I bring somebody with me we might have to kill a nigga for real, for real. I mean, I could do a meet and greet. I know a lot of niggas that's ready to do meet and greets with me, and if a nigga act funny, then we gotta do what we gotta do. That's a fact. I should be doing a meet and greet. I got about 6 niggas ready to come masked up. If something happened, something happened. That's a fact. Thank you, Mocha. You see the same thing I'm saying, right? It don't make it don't make sense for me to be reporting on this shit. I don't get no support when I'm doing a good job. When I'm just in here joking, having fun, that's what y'all niggas want. So I'm not wasting my time. I don't even think I'm covering this story no more. So the dude with the dreads is Maurice's son? I tell you what, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. How about that? Felice Cortez says no. They're saying that it was Dolph's brother and then he had a fallout with Cornelius. Don't know how true. Yeah, I don't know how true. I think there's a lot of fake information putting out there. But also remember, sometimes people just got beef with one another. With all due respect. The fuck is this? Okay, now I see what's going on. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what the fuck is this? Me doing the meet and greet is just me going to place and me setting up a fight. That's all that is. So I got some homies that would want to come and actually meet some of these niggas that don't like me. So maybe we do set up a meet and greet. That's a fact. I got some homies that would love to meet some of y'all niggas that don't like me. That's a fact. Nobody's pulling up to the Cash App or to the Super Chat. Why? That don't even make sense. Shout out to Mocha. That don't even make sense. What the fuck? I got some homies that would love to meet some of you people that don't like me. That's a fact. Matter of fact, I am going to set up a meet and greet. That's a fact. Yeah. Matter of fact, we are going to set up a meet and greet. Let's wait for it to get a little bit warmer. Matter of fact, cold weather. Let's wait for it to get a little bit warmer. We gonna set up a meet and greet. I got some homies that would love to meet some of you niggas that don't like me. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to Mr. Get Yourself with the 99-cent drop. The whole sticker drop. Definitely appreciate you. My dude, I got a ton of homies that has been dying for me to do a meet and greet with hopes that some of these people that don't like me pull up. That's a fact. Raheem wants to do a meet and greet and don't do no. I'm not taking that, whoever that is. I'm not taking that person seriously. I really don't like those people. Like, you don't understand how much I don't like those people. You have no idea how much I don't like those people. You have no idea. If we do a meet and greet, nah, that's a fact. If we do a meet and greet, people are going to jail, though. Because my niggas is pulling up for real, for real. We not doing no meet and greet. My niggas is pulling up for real, for real. We not doing no meet and greet. I'm not going to even put my people in that position. I'm not going to even put my people in that position. Niggas is going to pull up for real, for real. I'm not even putting my people in that position. It's okay. We're not doing no meet and greet. If you see me, you see me. Like that. We're not doing no meet and greet. Yo, somebody says stop begging. Could we get $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App? Could somebody pull up to the Cash App? Felice Cortez says he's not begging. So if you think that is so you think that way, then you're not even worth a greet. You're not a supporter. Appreciate you. Could we pull up to the Cash App just because we have that person in here? Nah, salute, Mr. Get Yourself. Salute. What? I'm not knocking nothing. I don't, if you wanted to drop a quarter, I'm cool with that too. I mean, it is what it is. I already know who it was when they said what they said. You feel me? The main reason why I don't do meet and greets is because I got niggas that love me, that be watching y'all niggas in here, and they would love to get their hands on some of y'all niggas. And some of these niggas live in the same cities y'all niggas live in. So, it's all good. I'm not no internet gangster nigga. So I'm not one of them niggas that's talking crazy on the internet. I'm not an internet gangster nigga. I don't know how to tell y'all niggas. I'm a regular person. I don't care about none of that though. What up, Mikey Greenhouse? K-Flock is done. K-Flock is done. He's done. He's not coming home. He's done. He's done. First of all, they just put him in the... We could talk about this K-Flock shit for a second. First of all, they put him in the contagious disease ward. Disease. Hey, Google. What's the definition for a disease? Oh, hey, Google. Turn the volume up to 10. Hey, Google. What's the definition for a disease?
Here's the definition of disease. A disorder of structure or function in a human, animal, or plant, especially one that produces specific signs or symptoms or that affects a specific location and is not simply a direct result of physical injury.
So, yeah. They put him in the infectious disease area. Hey, Google. What's the definition of an infectious disease?
According to Mayo Clinic, a disease caused by microorganisms that invade tissue.
So he has an infectious disease. His rap career is over whether he gets out or not. Copy? He's not getting out. He lured the dude out of the shop. And then when the dude was going to walk away, he said something more to him and the dude walked around. Corona's a virus. That's why you've been getting put on timeout, because you don't know nothing. Corona's a virus. Hey Google. Is COVID a virus or a disease?
On the website uptodate.com, they say, in February 2020, the World Health Organization designated the disease COVID-19.
It is a disease.
For coronavirus disease 2019. The virus that causes COVID-19 is designated severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2. Previously, it was referred to
Unhide him. Unhide him. I didn't want him all the way hidden. Unhide him. They said it's a disease. Boom. He might have COVID. Might have COVID. But you do know that his cousin already said that he caught a disease from a girl. His cousin went online and said he caught a disease from a girl. His cousin went online and said he caught a disease from a girl. I'm assuming the Mr. Get Yourself and the other guys here together. His cousin already went online and said he caught a disease from a girl. Literally. I don't like those two guys, by the way. The Mr. Get Yourself, I'm not sure about, but that other guy, I don't like him. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here. This show is damn near, it's almost 3.5 hours. This is way longer than we usually go. We're going to get up out of here. Yeah, smoke alone. That's a fact. I haven't even been smoking. Let me tell you what happened. So I was with my brother the other day and I took a pull and I took like 2 pulls and I'm like, I can't even smoke. He'll tell you. I was like, man, I can't even smoke. He'll tell you. Took like 2-3 pulls. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. So I don't even smoke no more. I keep trying to tell you that. I don't even smoke. I was never a heavy smoker before. That's what I keep trying to tell people. The fuck is this?
They all call me racist. I am not racist. Just because I say black guys are ugly ghetto, that doesn't make me racist.
Okay, she wants to be white so bad. Shout out to her. How can any race of people be all... James S says you a lightweight. James S is smoke with me. I don't smoke like that. I don't smoke like that. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. If y'all listening to anybody that say that I'm on whatever fucking drugs, I don't know what to tell you. You just literally, I don't know what to tell you. I don't smoke like that. I don't even drink like that. I don't know what to tell you. You just don't like me and ready to believe any bullshit. That's all I could guess. And you know, that's fine too. I don't really care. I probably don't like you. I promise you, if you believe in negative things about me, I don't like you. That we can make it that clear. Anyway, we're going to get up out of here. But like I said before, whenever I'm doing... This shit is crazy. Whenever I do good content, I don't get drops. So we might not be talking about this tonight based off the 100% fact that we had one $5 drop to the Cash App all morning. Shout out to Level Up. So we might not be talking about this tonight, even if I get new information. I'm just telling you what it is. Shout out to Jody Spencer, says, what's good, BBN fan? Even if I get new information, we might not be talking about this tonight. I talked about this, and I don't know why. I think I'm gonna talk about some bullshit. Be honest with you. I think tonight's show is gonna be about some bullshit. I think I might just do open discussion and just come in here and just hang out. When I hang out, I get money. When I don't hang out, we get $5 to the Cash App. It don't make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Everybody have a beautiful day. Do whatever you do. It is what it is. I gotta have a different way to go out. I gotta change the way in which I go out. So I'm just gonna say every day we trying to do what the devil hate. I love y'all. Go be great. I'm not saying that. Go out with that no more. I'm out.